I get the link to. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see, my buds. All right, let me get this link, and we'll do it. We'll be doing the thing. All right, let's get this link. Post it. Yo, what's going on, fam? What is up, my dudes? Yo, what's up, brothers? What's up, man? Let me get this link real quick. That way I can post it to the Discord. Posting it, man. Posting it. Discord status. Boom. Did it. There we go. Alright, we're live. Doing the thing, man. Yo! Yo, what's up, fam? What is going on, dudes and dudettes? Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody is doing a very nice. Yo, what up, Anna? What is up? Yo, what's up, Sean? What up, Barbershop? Yo, what's up, yo, McRoy? What's up, brother? What's up, Josh? What's up, Sahil? What up, Jackie? How you doing? What's up, Casual? What's up, Brandon? Yo, you were the first, Brandon. You were. Well, at least the first I see anyway. Unless, you know, YouTube RIP the first comment, then RIP. Sorry. But I missed some people there, so if I missed the first comment, then, RIP me. Hope everyone's having a great day today, though. Mudrick played themselves, man. Yeah, they did, honestly. They did. But, hey, the way I look at it, good riddance. Hopefully, we could just snatch those shares up and we hold, right? Shout out to my kids, Henry. And I headed back to Texas from Florida. Thanks. Hey, yo, thank you so much, Blake. Thank you. And also, hope they stay safe, man. Thank you so much for the $5, brother. And hopefully they stay safe on the trip back. Trip back to Texas. Old Texas, man. Yo, nice. Nice, caveman. Nice. Boys. Yo, what's up, Steven? What it do, brother? What it do, Michael? Hope you're doing well today, brother. Watch out for the hedgies, Josh. Yo, always watching out for the hedgies, man. We already know what the hedgies are going to do. We already know the hedgies game plan. Continue to try to double down like they've been doing, and they're hoping they make it out unscathed, which don't think is going to happen, I can't talk too crazy because then I get banned off YouTube. RIP, man. RIP. Yeah, if you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button like Brandon said. Yo, Brandon, thanks, man. Thanks, brother. What up? First time watching your stream. Yo, what's up, Superman? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah, AMC's doing great today, honestly. Been doing very, very nice. I mean, obviously, this morning we had some crazy candlestick action. This first candlestick right here was 62 million. And I get those are red, but you had market orders going in. Or whatever. And then also you had Mudrick as well this morning. Yeah, we don't talk about Mudrick though. We won't talk about Mudrick. I'm gonna do a video on that later, by the way. There will be a video out later today on Mudrick. I've been looking into a lot of this stuff for the past 2 hours now. It'll probably be definitely a lengthy video, and some of that lengthy video is definitely going to do with Mudrick, and a couple other things that a lot of people haven't been talking about yet. But again, don't worry. I mean, honestly, AMC's doing great right now. So, I mean, the squeeze hasn't even started yet. I mean, they're actually got 3 times as many shorts today as they do, return shares. So that there should show you along that they're literally continuing to still double down on their shorts right now. And hopefully I think we probably picked up, as a community, probably picked up a lot of those shares as well, so. Yo, what's up, Thommer? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well, my man. Yo, Superman. I mean, I've been in this thing for 10 plus years, man. I've been fighting hedge funds for 10 years, it seems like, so. And they just continue to get braver and braver, honestly, with the more money they get. What can you expect with Doge this summer? I think crypto markets are going to do very, very well this summer, real boy. Right now, the crypto market is more in a time of consolidation. This summer, you should see crypto markets start, you know, booming back out. Just start seeing that booming back out at least. But so is rolling, Sully and Benetti. Yo, what's up, Rich? I love you, man. Hope you're doing well, Rich. Hope you're doing real well. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Now, I hope everybody's having a great day today. I mean, obviously, I feel like if you're in the stock market, I mean, especially AMC, you're up 20% today, which is great. There's a lot of stocks up today, man. A lot of stocks. We've been printing tendies all day long. Didn't they try? Well, you also had Mudrick as well, Sebastian, which sold out of theirs. You know, so that also had a pretty good little drop in the stock price this morning. But we recovered off that drop this morning anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's going to go back up, Martin. I talked about this a lot in a lot of videos. We're seeing that same repetitive motion in AMC, where the short interest rate, you know, comes down and then it just reverses. We hit about anywhere between 5 and 6%. Usually when we hit that low, usually we start reversing. We did have that one time a while back when we dropped down to like $8 or something like that. At one point we got down to like, well, it was like 3%, 2.5 or something like that percent interest. But most of the time when we hit 5, we pretty much start reversing. So I knew anytime we get around 6, we're pretty much near the bottom, and we're probably just going to start reversing back again. Right back up, man. Someone just hit us again. I mean, look at the crazy environment we're in right now, man. It's a crazy environment we're in general. Stock market, but I have to say that you're by far the most informed and level-headed. Hey, yo, Fish on John, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. I'm probably not as crazy as some of the people out there talking about stocks right now, but again, I'm a little bit older as well. You gotta remember, guys, I'm 32 years old. I got 3 kids. I've been in the stock market for, you know, going on almost 11 years now. But I feel like I got you know, some years under my belt. And even before then, I was in the real estate market as well. I'm still in the real estate market, right? And also in the crypto market. So I feel like I've been around the block a time or two, man. Yo, nice, Johnny. Nice, man. I haven't really seen that yet. I'll have to watch that later, honestly. I'll have to watch that later, to be honest. What channel is that anyway? Let's see. What the heck is this? Oh, here. Well, this is not it either. All right. I'm going through some articles real quick, chat. Going through articles real quick. So if you guys are wondering why I'm not seeing your thing, it's not because I'm not ignoring anybody. It's because I'm trying to go through some of this stuff really quick. StarTech major meat processor. Dude, there's so many cyber attacks. What the heck, dude? I pull up something real quick. First thing I see is cyber attack at major meat processor. They're just hitting everybody at this point. They have it, man. Get them down with the cyber remote tax. All right. Fox, dude. Is it Fox Business or just Fox in general? I can pull up Fox Business. I can't pull up Fox in general, though.
From manufacturing analyzes thousands of data sources to make hyper-accurate revenue forecasts. C3 AI.
I'm gonna have to fix this really quick,
Enterprise AI.
Some say this is my greatest challenge. Governments in record debt, inflation rising, currencies falling. But I've seen centuries of this. With one companion that hedges the risks you choose and those that choose you.
Alright, I'm not trying to listen to commercials right now,
world,
mine's gonna be like a minute behind too, guys, because you know, I'm you know, bopping this off the intro nets. I'll keep an eye on it though. I'll pull it up. This is Fox Business, so I hope I'm on the right channel. Hopefully I'm on the right channel. We have Fox Business channel right now. All right, sweet. Well, I'm gonna pull it up, guys. I'm gonna pull it up. Don't worry. Don't worry, dude. We'll watch Duckman real quick. Mine's gonna be about a minute behind though. About 30, well, probably about like 30 seconds or so behind. Mine's coming straight through the thing, man. Got delayed. They're going to go long story about a missing. Oh, got you. Well, I have it pulled up, so I see it in the background. So when it comes up, I'll zap to it. We'll zap it over, bro. If his battery isn't dead, dude. Hey, we're all good, man. Hey, I'm not worried about being on any kind of shows, guys. You guys know me, man. You guys know me, dude. I'm not worried about being on any kind of show. I'm down to watch others, though. I'm the support man, Chad. I'm the support man. Send me in for support, baby. He said Fox Business, so Matt's laptop battery wasn't charging. Oh, rip, dude. Yeah, it stinks, man. That always sucks too. Yo, I have a crazy story that happened one time. I was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I was closing a big sale on a couple of houses, on a couple of real estate houses, and the only way to close it was through the PC. And all my power went out the night before, and we hadn't got power yet. And for some reason, my battery on my laptop literally just drained itself. I had no way to charge everything, dude. So I ended up losing out on one of the houses because of that. You know, RIP, man. RIP. I got the other one though, thank goodness. I ended up losing out on one of the houses because of it. RIP, man. RIP me. Can you share the link to watch it on your Twitter? Oh, you're talking about this? I can share it in the chat.
Of course, interest in these stocks have spawned their own community and their own set of heroes.
Here we go,
my next guest, Matt Kors. Matt, welcome to the show. And before we start, I want to note that I like that you always make sure to tell people you're not a financial advisor. You're obviously, though, a smart guy. You've been behind this for a long time. You've created a very strong following of these so-called meme stocks. I'm just curious, what sparked your interest in the first place?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on this show. My interest, I've been trading now for about the better part of a decade, and I've just never seen this much of a community behind such it's just resonating with a lot. So it feels like it's just something a little bit more special than just something playing out in the stock market. I just love the community that has really come from this movement.
You know, you message a lot when I look at your work. It's extremely informative, particularly when it comes to these short positions, and that seems sort of to be the linchpin. How does that influence Reddit investors? You know, a lot of people know there's some new terms, but how have you taken these shorts and turn it against the so-called smart money?
Yeah, so that's exactly right there. That's who we're perceiving in this particular trade to be, I guess, our quote-unquote enemy. We want to know the shorts. We want to know the size of the shorts, because at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for, is to prompt a short squeeze. And without getting too far into the technicals, like the short squeeze, the gamma squeeze, FOMO buying, it's just all three of those are major forms of buying power that could all be prompted in the current situation that we're seeing. And at the end of the day, it's all different buying, which could really push the stock sky high.
Yeah, you guys have flipped the script big time. You know, it's interesting. Early in the year, Wall Street went crazy. The financial media hated you. And when these stocks started to settle down, it felt like they thought they were dancing on your graves. And now, more recently, when they talk about this, you always hear the term smart money. The insinuation is that anyone who's buying these stocks right now is the dumb money. How does that make you feel?
Well, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, even if that's our moniker of sorts, if we're being referred to as dumb money, I mean, at the end of the day, at least we're making money. So in this particular scenario, I'm proud to wear that badge, because at the end of the day, my portfolio is higher.
Well, you've been trading for a decade, so you understand traditional valuation metrics, and certainly using them, all of these stocks should be oversold. So how do you justify, you know, there's a diamond hand approach to this, holding them long term? What are you using to say, okay, this is justified holding these names for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, because you can't do it using traditional valuation metrics?
Yeah, I completely agree. So in my personal opinion with this is more of a swing trade to see how this particular short squeeze narrative plays out. I think the discussion for a long-term hold is actually better taking place like when this particular storyline is done, because right now it's a smaller time frame. It's that classic David versus Goliath, retail versus Wall Street, the 99 versus 1. Right. At the end of the day, You love the underdog story. But with that being said, this is not a long-term underdog story. We're doing the fight right now for that swing trade. It's just the dumb money versus the smart money. I'm going to throw both of those in quotes. But to me, this is a swing trade just to see how far we can really, really push this narrative. And for me, I do like AMC long-term, but I would consider that an investment once this particular storyline is complete.
Oh, man.
I got you. You know, I want you to know one of the reasons that I love the apes is when I took the test to become a stockbroker, I crushed it. I had no formal classes. I had no help. I was told I was going to fail. So I was walking away from the testing site, and there was a line from a Stevie Wonder song called Overjoyed, and it played over and over again in my head. Here's the line I want to share with you, Matt. And though the odds seem improbable, what do they know? Good luck, Matt. Appreciate you coming on the show. We'll touch base again real soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, folks, the Chamber of Commerce warning of a worsening worker shortage and calling
he did good, honestly, man. Matt out here slaying it. Slayed it, Chad. Slayed it. Oh, man. GG's the Matt, dude. GG's, man. Holding it down for Ape Nation. Holding it down for Ape Nation. Yo, thanks for letting me know that what channel he's going on to, by the way, Chad. Because I didn't know if it was that or Fox. I figured it was Fox Business, but so GG's, brothers. GG's. I was missing the to the moon. Hey, I mean we can't act too silly on Fox Business, man. You know what I mean? you can't act too silly on the Fox Business. We gotta act somewhat education. You know, there's some kind of education there. We all know what we're talking about. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, you know, hedge funds might think we're, you know, so-called stupid money or whatever. The funny thing is, guys, a lot of you guys know, man, I mean, I went to school for finance, right? I went to school for business finance and finance in general. You know, and I feel like I'm not stupid. I feel like I can slay them just as much as they slay me, I guess, man. At the end of the day, we're not stupid people. We can tell that, you know, that the short interest numbers are going up, not going back down. We're not stupid. So for them to continue to try to double down and think we're silly at this point or try to, you know, play tricks to show a sell-off, we know the short squeeze hasn't even happened yet. So at the end of the day, man, they can continue to try what they're trying and we'll be fine, right? They continue to double down. We'll continue doubling down. And at the end of the day, eventually they're going to have to give in. We don't have to give in because all we got to do is just don't sell. You know? And eventually we go boom and they go, you know, boom too, just in the opposite direction. Let's see if that gives us a big push. We'll see what happens right here, honestly. Right now we're holding very steady though, you know, at 31 bucks. And look, we'll look at volume really quick too. See, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Our last like bigger stick was honestly what 25 minutes ago at 6 million. So at 6 million, volume right here is the last biggest candlestick, and after that was that one red we had here at 16 mil, and then one before that was almost 11. But since then, most of these candlesticks have been around that, you know, 3 to 5 range, 3 to 5 range area. Now obviously this morning you got that big one, but that was kind of a dump and. Some of those mudricks they got dumped out as well. But for the most part, we've been holding very steady, you know, in that $31 range. In that $31 range. There for a little while, we dipped down below the 31 bucks, but for the most part, we are pretty steady today. Right around. And our VWAP right now is at 30.70. And if you guys know what the VWAP line right here is, this yellow line, that's the volume weighted average price. So. And honestly, being above that's a good thing. Being above that's a great thing. But at the end of the day, we're still at a very, very nice price right now. And remember, guys, this right here isn't even a short squeeze right now, right? This is more like a retail push, so-called. We haven't even seen shorts start buying back in large quantities yet. They're still borrowing at a 3 to 4 times rate than shares that are coming back. So what that means is, you know, 3 to 4 times shares are getting borrowed and shorted than the shares that are coming back. That means you're obviously seeing that continue going up. Matt killed it? Yeah, Matt did great, dude. 100%. I agree, dude. He held it down for Ape Nation, bro. He held it down for Ape Nation. If you set at $27, the squeeze will happen. Well, yeah, obviously, Crack. But at the end of the day, man, the higher this price goes, usually the higher you'll start seeing these short interest numbers go up. So we should start seeing those short interest continue to go back up. What would be the chat suggestion for stocks to buy that would be good for 100? What do you mean? Like, you're talking about right now? I mean, obviously, if you're looking for a squeeze stock, obviously like AMC, man. There's plenty of like value stocks out there and things like that. It depends on like what you're trying to get in. Yeah, Mudrick did sell the 8.5 million shares this morning. You can see that right here as well. Right here on this first candlestick, they sold right at market open. You can see it right here in the candlestick as well. The 62 million volume right here. That was some of Mudrick's sales, but again, that's not a bad thing. Mudrick got out. That means we can buy those shares now and hold them ourselves. We ain't got to worry about some big dog holding them to dump them. But it isn't like since Mudrick sold their shares, guys, that the squeeze is over or something like that. We're waiting for it. We're not even started the squeeze yet, man. I need your advice to yourself because you are not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I did go to school for business finance, though, so definitely not a finance advisor, though. When would you invest more cash in AMC if you wanted more? I mean, obviously, if you're trying to invest super long term, then obviously there's better price points, right? But if you're investing for the squeeze hasn't even happened yet. And you'll know when the squeeze happens, guys. The biggest thing to pay attention to, honestly, if you guys want to know when the squeeze is happening, is start to pay attention to the, one, the short interest, two, the shorts, the new shorts, stocks being borrowed. How many shares are being borrowed? Is that going down or up? Right now, it's continuing going up. Those are all things you can look at yourself and see if the squeeze is starting to happen yet or not. And it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't even happened yet, man. Matt with a dark share? Yeah, he did, dude. Yeah. Matt did wear it. Matt did wear it, man. We can definitely all be millionaires. 100%. I mean, it's also the people keep asking me, guys, like, where's the price point going to? The price point goes to where we set the price point at, right? And what I mean by that is when we start selling our shares. And more people start selling their shares, obviously that kind of hurts where the price could go. But nobody knows where that share price is going to go. That's the reason why I said I'm diamond-handed. Guys, I have stocks, guys, like my Disney shares. I've been buying Disney. Disney was actually my first stock I ever bought. 11 years ago, I bought Disney shares. Guys, I still have those Disney shares. I've never sold my Disney shares. I still buy them every once in a while. So I'm like enriched in diamond hands, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna diamond hand it out as long as I can, at least. Yeah, Matt did great, Stockman. Matt did awesome, man. 100%. He held it down for 8-ish, bro. Held it down, my dude. Yo, what's up, Lloydski? What's up, brother? I've been good, man. I'm alive and breathing. Guys, remember, I am going to the mountains tomorrow through Saturday. We're taking my grandmother. My grandmother has, obviously has terminal bone cancer. She's in hospice, but she's allowed to get out for a little while with a breathing machine and stuff like that. She wants to go see stuff, man, before, obviously inevitable happens and it gets a lot worse on her. So me and Nicole are going to be going to the mountains, taking her there. I will be taking my laptop. I will be doing videos from, we got a condo. I'll be doing live streams, videos. I'm still going to be working. Still going to be working though. So just so you guys know, man, I know a lot of you guys do know, but I want you guys obviously remind everybody that tomorrow we are leaving in the morning. I will have videos pumped out tomorrow afternoon. It takes we're only like 2.5 hours, 3 hours away from the mountains. So I live in Nashville. We're going to Gatlinburg and then obviously Cades Cove and stuff like that. So yes, a mental health counselor by trade. And if you ever need someone to talk to, yo, Tim, exactly. Remember, guys, yeah, mental health is a big thing, guys. Remember, don't let stocks get you guys in mental, anguish or anything like that. 100%. Oh, you're national too? Yo, nice, Andrew. Nice, man. Nice. Yo, thanks, Dylan. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. 100%. But I'm still confused on the 100K price. Well, the 100K price is possible, right? Because we own the float. We named the price. As long as people hold track. If you were to hold and don't sell back in, eventually goes above, it'll go wherever it wants to go. They have to pay our price. Obviously, if somebody starts, selling way before that, and this, avalanche of sales happen, then obviously that kind of hurts that. But we name our price at the end of the day, man. We own the float there. So for you guys asking where the price could go, I mean, obviously we own that float there. We name price. We name the price, man. It's not like I mean, hedges can't name the price. They're the ones who are shorting it. We own it. So guess what that means? They have to pay us what we want them to pay. So as long as everybody diamond hands, which obviously I know some people are going to back, but everybody's going to diamond hand. I get it, man. I get it. But as long as the majority. Yo, Wrathboy, thank you so much, man. I love my grandma, dude. Hey, seriously, family's number one. That's the reason why, obviously me and Nicole are going to take our, family there. If you guys don't know, again, my grandmother does have, terminal bone cancer. They're giving her a few months to somewhere. We're hoping maybe she'll make it to her birthday or Thanksgiving or something like that. But they're only giving her a few months. Not very long. It's a fast growing type of bone cancer. So again, this reason why me and Nicole are going to take her to the mountains. Again, me and Nicole are pretty much me and my family is about the only one that's, financially, wealthy enough to do these kind of things. So as you guys know, I grew up in a very, very poor setting. I lived with my mother. We went in and out of homeless shelters, things like that. My mom had cancer twice herself. So, and then we finally moved to my grandparents, and that's kind of where I learned, how to be a better person, right, from my grandfather and my grandmother. So, yeah, we'll be doing those things, man. Thank you so much, Wrathboy, for the $5, brother. And I do appreciate all you guys being here. Guys, if there's some shields or somebody in the chat, being hateful, at the end of the day, man, let them be them, right? Yeah, I can try to ban them as much as I can, but at the end of the day, you're always gonna have those kind of people. They ain't affecting nobody here, at least. I think everybody here is mostly diamond hands. You're gonna have trolls everywhere you go, and that's just the way it is, brother. It's just the way it is. Hey, thank you so much, Wrathboy, for the $5, man. I'll give you some claps, not to be confused with the clap. I don't want to give anybody the clap. Live stream covering AMC, and you aren't a realist. You are uneducated. Who, me? Wait a minute. I'm uneducated? Yo, maybe so, man. Maybe so. Maybe so, brother. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm very uneducated. Was it on? Yeah. Make sure if you guys are watching and you're on the live part, hit the live button down below, the little red button. You hit the live button, it should knock you forward to where you're live at. Right? Oh, okay. I got you, Average. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, calling me out over here, man. Saying I'm uneducated. Hey, maybe. But yes. As long as, guys, remember though, man, you're going to have haters no matter what. Right? Like my channel, man, has been banned 3 times already. You know what I mean? So you're going to have haters, brother. It's just the way it is. And especially if you're in a movement, you're always going to have somebody out there just doubting the movement. They doubted us at $5, right? They doubted us at 10 and 15 and 20, and now we're at 32. Was up to 36. They said we're going to go all the way back down to $5 this week. Again, man, you're always going to have haters out there. I usually just let haters talk and let them do them, man. They ain't going to hurt nobody. All they're going to do is feel bad about it. They'll come back next week and say, oh, look, I told you guys it was going to go up. And then you just laugh at them. This is how it is. Thanks for being such a bright light and being so helpful, man. So I am super confused about what the short squeeze is, sadly. I hate admitting it that you... that's you. No, you're good, Tim. Hey, man, it's better to learn, right? It's better to learn. So what happens is you have hedge funds and stuff shorting a stock, right? So they buy a stock, and then what they want to do, man, is short that stock out to where it gets to a very, very low price. Technically they want the price down to like 1 penny or less. That way they don't really have to pay anything. And then they pocket that difference. So eventually what happens is you get a movement like we have right now on AMC. We noticed this was happening, right? And what we done, man, is continue to buy shares and hold. Now, eventually you push the stock up, so they eventually have to buy back in. And when they buy back in, they have to buy back in huge quantities, man. Millions of shares at a time. And that'll push the stock price up drastically. You know what I mean? This pushes it up like crazy. And right now they're continuing doubling down. This right here is not even the short squeeze, by the way. This right here is more of like a retail, push, so to say. And not just retail, obviously, altogether, man. There's obviously companies and ETFs and funds that have been buying in as well. So I don't want to leave those guys out. There's people out there, man, as well, that aren't just retail that are pushing this. But retail in general, though, we have the bigger movement here. So we're pushing this stock up. And eventually what happens is they'll have to buy back in because obviously the price isn't going back down. They wanted to go down, they can buy back in. Eventually they have to buy back in. They're paying interest fees on these stocks that they're shorting. And they pay an APR, by the way. So the higher that interest fee is for the longer run, that means they're paying more and more money. It is an APR, and it goes by the trading days. There's like 200 and something trading days, I think it's like 260 or something like that. So you spread that out, you can average APR. Hopefully that makes sense. I've been in many short squeezes, right? AMC, honestly, other than GME and a couple others I've been in, or one of the bigger ones I think could happen here. I think AMC's short squeeze is going to be massive. At the end of the day, we don't even know how many synthetics and everything are out there right now, right? We obviously are guessing on certain things on that, right? So to say. But there could be way more than what we are. Because I think a lot of people are underestimating the synthetics that are out there, honestly. You keep saying the short squeeze hasn't happened yet. What does a short squeeze actually look like? Well, yeah, you would see hundreds of percents of gains. Like right now, guys. Right now we're up 23%. Now, you would know the short squeeze is on technically from a side. You would see the shorts coming down in the negative, or right now you see it in the positive every day, right? So right now we're around 3.5 times shares return compared to shares shares borrowed is like 3.4-ish times shares returned today. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's just say you had 4 million shares, borrowed today, but you had like, let's say 1 million shares, returned. Let's just use those numbers as a thing on that. It makes it a little bit easier to understand, I guess. But right now we haven't seen the short squeeze even continue. And one reason why, another thing you would see too, you would see like 10 or 20% going up, and you would see this stock get suspended multiple times on the way up. You would see 100+% days right here when that actual short squeeze starts. You would see 100% plus over here. And then also you would see multiple times getting suspended on the way up. Hopefully that makes sense. I guess there's no like easy way of like, obviously if you're brand new to stocks to actually be able to begin to like think about it. But I'm trying to give you things to look at. And I post videos every day that go over, how many shorts, how many new shares were borrowed, how many new shares were returned, all kinds of stuff like that. Well, if you have places like Ortex, or if you have like Bloomberg and things like that, you can see like I have multiple programs myself that I look at. I look at Bloomberg in other places. Obviously, Ortex as well is another easy one to see. I think it's less expensive than some other programs out there. But you see them everywhere. You can see it, man. You can go to Twitter as well and look at those numbers. A lot of people post them. I post a lot of those everywhere as well. Hopefully that makes sense. I post a lot of those numbers though. Every day I go through analytics and everything on videos every afternoon. Thanks for the prayers to you and your Graham. New here and just found out your stream. Holding 610 shares with 2K. More to put in. Wait for a dip or ship it at 32. Well, obviously if you're looking for a dip buy, so to say, you could get a dip buy if you wanted to. Put in a limit order at say like 31 or something like that. We could definitely see some fluctuation in price. If you're just looking to get in, man, and just ride the squeeze, then obviously you're buying it at any time's okay at that point. Hopefully that makes sense, Gam. Yo, shout out to your 610 shares though, man. That's amazing. There's some people in the chat, guys. I know you guys are like, I only have 20 shares. I only have 10 shares. Like that doesn't matter, right? It's more than 1 share. It's more than 0 shares. And if you find anybody being mean or hateful to you guys, just ignore those people, man. Because at the end of the day, man, we want to build a positive community. We're all apes, no matter how many shares you have. And just remember, man, that you're part of the community no matter what. You're here supporting it. No matter how many shares. I don't care if you have 20,000 shares or 1 share. Obviously, bigger dogs than others. And it's awesome that you have 10,000 shares or 600 shares or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, we're all part of the movement here. And you afford what you can afford, right? I have a $24 on Friday. I bought it $12. Would you buy the 100 shares or sell them? Sell the contract? Really 800 plus on it. I think we're going to continue to go up, so I honestly wouldn't sell the contract yet anyway. Honestly, wouldn't sell a contract yet. I mean, at any time, shorts could start, man, the squeeze, right? At any time, they could start buying back in. Now, obviously, right now, they're definitely doubling down. They've been doubling down today. So they're obviously not going to just buy back in today. That's for sure. That's one thing I'm almost certain on. They're not going to buy back. They wouldn't have been doubling down today. They're actually almost tripled down today. From the last numbers I just looked at 10 minutes ago, they've almost tripled down, man, on their numbers today. In terms of like shares return and shares, you know, borrowed. Yo, okay, man, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. What's the price target? I don't think anybody knows the price target because at the end of the day, man, obviously a lot of people are saying 100K, and that's definitely plausible if people are holding. Now, obviously, we want the share price to go up as high as it can go. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody here is like, we want the share price to go to 100, right? We want the share price to go as high as it can go. So as long as everybody continues to hold, I think we can go up, you know, as high as we can want to, because we're the ones going to be able to name the price. But we have to hold on as a group. So you have to have 8 Nation grow, you know, hold on as a group, man. Own 250 shares, have $1,500 in cash. Should I buy more now or wait for another dip? I mean, again, like I told him, Andre, you could put a limit order in if you want to see if you want to, you know, get like a flash, you know, price down. Say you put like a limit order in at $31 or something like that. Definitely plausible. As of right now, though, I don't see any pullbacks since this morning, but this morning's pullback was, you know, due to Mudrick. So we had Mudrick this morning, you know, pulling back us. They sold off, which made some other people sell off. You had a market order sell off. Typical sometimes, right? When you're up very high. But this right here wasn't like anything like crazy. So obviously this morning would have been a really, really good dip buy opportunity. So when you see a price come down, let's say this price comes down to plus 18 or something like that, right? That's obviously a good dip opportunity. But for right now, this price has continued to grow, and I don't see us pulling back. There's nothing here that shows me we're pulling back right now. Does that make sense? So for right now, we're definitely more in a bullish trend. We've been in a bullish trend, especially if you go back from the hour chart. I mean, look at the hour chart here. Right? We had on Friday, we had everybody saying that we're going to crash back down this week. We're going to $15 again, which obviously we all do that. We all knew that was stupid. We all knew that was stupid. I mean, at least I knew that. We talked about that plenty of times in the channel. I didn't see us going back down to honestly, I didn't see us going back down under 25 bucks. I just didn't see it. I get that we've seen this on Friday, but we had a lot of hedge fund attacks going on Friday as well, and lots of other things going in on Friday. And plus, after this big downward turn, we pretty much leveled off right here. Now, obviously, this morning again though was a great time to be buying in. But for right now, I haven't seen this, right? I haven't seen a larger pullback. I don't see a larger pullback happening right now. Not to say there won't be like maybe like another 4%, you know, drawback at the end of the day or something because of hedge fund attacks. But I don't see that right this second. And that's the reason why I said maybe you could put a buy order in at 31 and get picked up at 31. Is it going to go below 22? I don't see us going below 22. Yeah, I don't see us going that low, mate. Not unless we have a big sell-off from retail investors. Are you guys selling? I don't think so. I don't think we're selling, man. I think a lot of us have been buying up the hold. We're all buying up the hold here. You have a little bit of cut right there on that 1 minute, you know, the 1 minute chart right here. You obviously see it right here as well on the 30 minute, and you can also see it a little bit on this 1 hour. More on this 30 minute though. You can see the cup a little bit better. We could have a cup and handle going into the end of the day right here, maybe, right? And that would, you know, if we go down, if we do hit 31, that would be a, you know, the handle could be that handle right there. I'd rather us just see the dip right there and just rock it, right? I'd rather just see this kind of movement. You know, maybe going to tomorrow, just nice healthy movements, like, you know, tomorrow end above like 36. And then obviously you're going to see the big dogs start getting really scared. Once we start breaking numbers like we broke over here on Friday, and we start breaking those numbers and staying there and break above this 36.72, The hedge funds are really going to be sweating. Really going to be sweating at that point. That's the heavy sweats, man. They're heavy sweating. They're over here like, woo. Yo, if you guys have it, make sure to smack the like button. It definitely helps out a lot. If you're not a sub, think of hitting the sub button as well. If you guys don't know my channel, I'm a financial wealth channel. We talk about stocks and crypto and real estate market. I have been in the markets for over 11 years. The stock market, anyway. I've been in the crypto market for about 4 years. And I have been in the real estate market since I was about a little bit over 18. And I'm 32 years old now. I'm just a nerd on the internet. Just a nerd on the internet, man. I did go to school for business finance and finance in general. So I know a couple things, but hey, man, we're all here to learn off each other at the end of the day. And I know better than anybody else here, right? I know better than you guys. And you'll never see me act that way either. Hedgies, did they short? Yeah, hedgies have been shorting, Gil. They've been shorting today. We had 4 times more today shorts or borrowed shares than we had return shares so far today. Yo, Blackie Chan, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I am on Twitter. Yeah, I don't really like, put my Twitter out there a lot. I need to because I have been banned on YouTube 3 times now because of hedge funds like reporting my channel a ton. So, and I'm like probably one of the nicest people on YouTube. I've been banned twice or actually 3 times. One time was actually permanently, kind of like Matt had happened a while back, and that whole channel was gone. 2 times suspended though because of hedge funds. So that's been great. Yeah, you can follow me right there though. And I'm probably like one of the most chill and positive vibe people you'll know about. AMC will be buying more before the takeoff. Oh, 100%, Gerald. I think we have time to buy more before we take off because right now they're not covering their shorts. Because all this shorting means more. Yeah, they'll have to cover more. Albert, yes, man. Right now, what the hedge funds are doing, one, they're betting on getting bailed out, right? Well, hedge funds are kind of betting on them maybe getting bailed out, kind of like they did back in the end of January, early February. They're also betting that we're going to sell off. And when that happens, man, they're thinking, look, we're going to continue to short. We'll make all our money we've lost so far on the way back down and more. That's what they're betting on right now. What they're betting on is us being stupid money when I think, honestly, they're just stupid money. We're not stupid. I think their smart money is the stupid money. You're mean and promote violence. Dude, Rich, I tell you, man. I'm telling you, dude, just way too violent for my own good sometimes. Way too violent, man, for my own good, brother. Any idea when AMC count results will be made public? So proxies go out tomorrow. We might have to wait a little bit, man, for them to get all those back. But at the end of the day, though, we don't need, we don't need to know those numbers for a short squeeze to happen. Obviously, it gives us concrete evidence, though. So it is good to have those numbers. It's concrete, evidence for us to give out and say, look, I told you so. Even though we already know that the stock is heavily shorted. We already know the float is, crazy. They continue to short the stock. We can see this every day. It's kind of like that Motley Fool article we went over yesterday, man. Motley Fool kept telling us, in that article, which is Motley Fool has if you guys don't know, man, Motley Fool owns a hedge fund called 1623 Capital. They do short AMC stock. It's public record, right? Public record, man. They do full with AMC. Obviously, it doesn't say short because they don't have to report shorts. But they'd have full with AMC, which means they're definitely shorting it. Again, this is all just public evidence as well. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I am not a financial advisor. But like they say, man, they say that we're stupid in terms of we think they're shorting the stock or we think that they continue. We can see the numbers, right? We can see the numbers, man. We can see the numbers that they're shorting. We're not silly. Caveman, I know it's hard to do, but can you guess on how low they can push it? Well, honestly, they can't push it low as long as we continue to buy and hold. They can definitely push us, push us lower in a more slower term, and they can create areas where it looks like we're having a simple kind of sell-off in the market. But as long as we continue to hold, I don't think they're going to push us very low. I don't think they're going to push us very low. Now, obviously, if people were to sell, like we have somebody come in and sell like a bigger order, obviously they can push us a little bit, but it's not going to push us far because the overall majority of people are holding. Like I know you guys are holding. I'm holding, right? I feel like, you know, at least a good 90+% of people are just straight, you know, strangle holdings AMC right now. Jason, you think the government bails hedgies out once the dollar amount gets out of control? I honestly don't see the government bailing them out. I don't see government bailing them out, right? Now, we could have some sort of a bailout, you know, kind of like we had in January where, you know, Robinhood says, hey, look, you can't do something with this liquidity right now, yada, 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 and kind of restricts it. But as long as we continue to hold and we don't sell our stocks, it doesn't matter if they restrict that at the time. Because you know what's going to push AMC stock the fastest? Hedge funds buying back in. And once they see we're not selling, no matter what, guess what? They're going to have to buy back in. And what happens is, guys, I've been in plenty of short squeezes, and squeezes in general. What happens is, usually you'll have one hedge fund who has like a medium, medium risk in terms of they're not usually the biggest shorter in that stock, right? They'll be the first one to buy back in to try to beat everybody else, man. That way they can save as much money as possible and not lose as much as everybody else. And then you'll have the next person try to beat the other guy in. And then before you know, man, everybody's trying to jump back in at one time. And you see the stock over and over again getting suspended on the way up. Crazy amounts of suspension. You guys remember what happened to GameStop, right? Back in January. GameStop could have went a lot higher if it didn't get bailed out by, Robinhood and others. Mostly Robinhood because most people held on Robinhood, right? And they only made it to where you could sell. And the same thing happened to AMC. What happened was, man, is you had one medium-sized, place try to bail in first, and all of a sudden, man, you have everybody else trying to fit through the tunnel to get back in. I DM'd you on my face tweet page, man. All right, got you, Tim. That's you. Yeah, if you guys haven't followed us on the on the Twitter sphere, man, do so right here. Be super awesome. Jason, win Lambo, man. Well, right now, the win Lambo is when the first hedge fund buys back in. You'll know because usually that first hedge fund, again, usually isn't the biggest one either. Usually like an in the middle ground kind of person. And usually you'll see that first suspension. Honestly, on that first tick up, it'll get suspended. And then right after that suspension, a lot of times you'll see the next dump and it's suspended again. And then the next dump, suspended again. It's pretty nuts how it'll happen. You'll see. If you guys remember back in January, you remember GameStop on the way up. GameStop would have went over $1,000 plus, but he got, kind of, RIP'd a little bit. Let's see, man. I just want to reach out. This is Tim. Oh, nice. Yo, thanks, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Tim. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man, for the love and support. Will crypto go boom again? I think crypto will go boom up this summer. Yes, Randy. I think right now crypto markets are kind of like consolidating, right? They're finding a good middle ground and they'll move back up this summer. Right now, there's a lot of FUD in the market for crypto markets. Kind of like we started seeing in February for the stock market. We've seen the same happen last month for the crypto market. It'll come out of this summer, though, just like I think the stock market will going into this summer as well. I sold all my NEO shares for AMC. Did I make the right decision? Well, if you're looking for the, obviously, short squeeze money-wise, yes, Kevin. Now, I'm not going to sell my NEO shares. You guys know me, man. I'm long-term NEO, and I'm never going to sell. I'm just diamond hander, man. You know me. I'm not selling my NEO. I'm not selling my Tesla. I have enough money in the games in the AMC anyway, so I'm fine with it. I have plenty of money in the AMC, but I'm not going to sell my long-term shares in a lot of my other companies. Just not me, bro. But I've had those shares for a long time. You know what I mean? Sound like they are too sure. What do you mean, Gil? Fake squeeze. What do you mean? Are you talking about like right now being the squeeze? Right now it's not the squeeze though. If that's what they're probably talking about right now. Right now is definitely not the squeeze though, man. Right? This right here is just a retail push, and not just retail altogether. Right? There's definitely been some commercial push as well there. I don't want to say all us, but a lot of it definitely is retail push. When will the short squeeze happen? It can, yes, Kevin. It depends on when the first hedge fund starts buying back in. And nobody knows that's going to happen. Right now, they're doubling down or tripling down almost today. In turn, and now what I mean by that is the shares return versus shares that are being shorted or being borrowed. Some guys, well, he's probably getting lots of views too, though, Gil. So you know what I mean. There's a lot of people out there, man, making lots of videos, and like a lot of these videos are stupid, but they're making lots of views coming in, right? Hey, man, it works for them. So at the end of the day, you know, you know what I mean? As my grandfather said, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see real quick, chat. Let me get this. If you guys are wondering what I'm using, I've seen a couple people ask. I am using the webull. You sign up right now at Webull, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. Get the tier 2 NASDAQ views for 3 months. I'll pin it to the top of the chat as well through that link right there. Yo, what's up, man? Hello, Cyprus, from Cyprus. Nice. Ortex is good for looking at. Yes, Ortex is one of those cheaper ones, right? But I have multiple different things I look at, whether it's Bloomberg, you know, the Bloomberg terminal, or Ortex. Ortex is definitely a cheaper one in terms of looking at numbers. There's lots of different things. There's also, you can also look at it on Twitter as well. You can go to Twitter and look up AMC Ortex. There's lots of people that tweet that stuff out as well. If you guys want to get some updates on that, usually every day I do an update every day as well on short interest going up or down, everything like that, man. I'm looking at it, right? Everything, man. I'm looking right at it and trying to let you guys know what's going on those ends. And Ortex usually does a pretty good job about updating on numbers themselves every day. They're very, very, you know, pretty constant on that as well. Let's see if they tweeted out anything so far. We'll look at it real quick right here. Let me look. So far, Ortex today is obviously tweeted about GME, obviously short interest rate. With GME up around 9%, short sellers stand to lose $250 million today. You know, you figure they would just, you know, not do that, but hey. Now, obviously, their short borrow is definitely above their shorts return. About 100,000 more shares borrowed today so far on them. But again, they're not as crazy as AMC is right now in terms of shorts. Continue to, you know, double down on those things. On BB, somebody asked about BBB, guys. So somebody asked about BBB. There's been about what is it, 2x times, you know, borrowed shares getting shorted right there. In terms of shares returned. They tweeted about AMC a little bit as well 3 hours ago. This is 3 hours ago. This is an update from 3 hours ago. This is up, definitely up now, right now, though. So borrowed shares is at 2.29 million. And shares return at the time was like 500,000. That was this morning on that big up. And 3 hours ago, they had $336 million, you know, stand to lose. I think they're going to lose more than that today, though. They lose more than that today. And that was when it was around 30 bucks when they had that morning dip around 30. They've definitely lost more today so far. I have to add those numbers up later and let you guys know in the video later when I have more time to go through all the numbers. Let me hold $1, dude. I got you. If you guys haven't, make sure to smash the like button. It definitely helps out more people learn about AMC as well. Helps out the video. If you guys aren't a sub, think about hitting the sub button. Love to have you guys come back and hang out and be a part of the family we have here on the channel. On a heater in life, man. Just got a big promotion. Oh, you got a big promotion at work? My new GF just got some AMC. My old GF was a shield. Wow, Arthur. Hey, that sounds like an upgrade to me, man. You have a girlfriend, man, who's part of the Ape Nation. 2, you got a big promotion at work, man. That's freaking awesome. There's nothing like getting a promotion at work, man, and getting a pay raise, and man, make you just feel good about your whole day at the end of the day, man. I came into AMC trying to get enough cash to day trade. Now I'm trying to get enough cash to retire myself. Honestly, man, hopefully you make some generational wealth. You know what I mean, with AMC. That's the whole point of investing your money, right? That's my whole point of investing my money, man. One day I hope that I can give, you know, obviously my kids won't have to work. They can continue to do what I'm doing. And maybe their kids, right? Just spreading out the wealth, man. You guys know me. I'm a very non-selfish person. I don't like to buy stuff for myself. Hence the reason why, you know, I'm doing this for my grandmother. I have 3 kids at the end of the day as well. So I think it's what it's all about, man. Generational wealth, brother. And spreading that wealth out, whether it's here or giving to charities. Like I love giving to charities every year, no matter what that is. You know what I mean? Whether that's like St. Jude's or your Make-A-Wish or, you know, Shriners Hospital, other places like that, other places that are, you know, more near to us. You know, children's homeless shelters, things like that. 'Cause remember, guys, I grew up, man, living in a homeless shelter. So for a few years, but I like giving back to those kind of things, man, to help me out in my life. Sold all your VOO, man, for AMC. Got well, you can put all that money. You can put some money back in the VOO after the squeeze, then, right? P, and then live off that VOO money coming in every year. Told my daughter to buy AMC stock, and she said how and how much. Yo, tell her to smack up the link above, man. This is the first time I invested $50 in AMC and 65 in a Doge. Why is GoPro so low? GoPro is a weird one, man, honestly. GoPro's a weird one. I remember back in the day when GoPro went up nuts and it crashed and a lot of people lost a lot of money. I remember that one. Some of you guys might have been in the stock market back in the day. I need your code. I forgot to sign up. I am on hold with customer service. Which one, though, Tim? Are you talking about right here? You can click on this link on Webull right there. I think that's the code that you need. Maybe that link. I didn't listen to Mudrick. I bought 35 more shares. Well, Mudrick's Mudrick, right, Ash? Mudrick's Mudrick, man. Honestly, them selling out wasn't the worst thing in the world. It means we can buy those shares and hold them now. You know what I mean? I'm okay, man, when somebody big dumps their shares, because then we can buy them and hold them ourselves, and they're not, all in one little place that stands to hurt the squeeze, if that makes sense. Help childhood cancer. Yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Caveman. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we mentioned that a couple times, Caveman. I mentioned it a couple times as well. How do you pledge your games for my wife? Asking for a coworker. Tell her you don't know what happened, man. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when sometimes when my stocks are in the red, I tell the wife that that the red means we're on fire because we're going up so much. Sometimes you gotta finagle your way. You're like, what do you mean? Red means we're on fire. We're going up. Turn the monitor upside down, man. Make it go. Boom, boom. Let me log in really quick. For some reason, let's see. Continue there. Why does let's see, man. Log into existing. Here we go. Here we go. Sometimes, come on. Can you do it? No? Spotify, please. Spotify. There we go. Sweet. Spotify's working again, I think. Need to log in over here. If it works now. Spotify, please. Here we go. Sweet. Y'all, what happened to... Oh, here we go. Synthwave, baby. Did that synthwave in my life. Spotify being crazy. Hey, I need the beats, man. I need the beats in my brain. Tier F. Oh, yeah. Endless. I use this right here, man. I use the Webull. There's a link right. Well, that's actually the Spotify players we're listening to right now. You guys will listen to Spotify, but I am using Webull right now. This is right here. Every fourth candlestick is a boom boom candlestick. I mean, honestly, it's a very healthy chart we have right here on AMC. If you guys are wondering, guys, this is a very, 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 very healthy chart. We had that down period this morning, bounced off 28.53, and just continue to rise off that. Now, we did have this little spike right here up at that 33.53, came back down again, and now we're moving right back up. We might see this kind of happen again in a minute. We might see a spike in a minute, have a bigger green candlestick again. We'll see if that happens. If it happens, it'll be in a couple candlesticks. So probably about 5 or 10 minutes. If you see a bigger spike in the candlestick, it might be holding true again. Do you have multiple charts? Oh, right here, yeah. I'll show you how to do it. So you go over here to grids, and then you click on 4 charts. You can actually do up to 9 charts now. So if it's, again, obviously if you're trading and stuff like that, obviously 9 charts will get you confused. I recommend nothing more than 4. But I use 4 for the stream because it gets a lot of things in there. People can look at multiple things they're trading at that time or looking at. A lot of times I have AMC, GME, Doge, and either Neo or Palantir and things like that over here as well. And we're just chatting it up, talking, man, going through stuff. Yeah, Mudrick did sell their entire stake. Says stock is overvalued. That was this morning, though. Now that was old news at the end of the day. You're going to see lots of articles. I'll have a video on that later, though. If you guys hit that little sub button, hit that notification bell, I have a video on that later. And then going over a couple more things that happened this morning in the market. And what I think is going to happen to the price this week. And remember, tomorrow, guys, you should start getting your proxies in. You should start getting proxies in tomorrow for voting. So be on the lookout for your emails and stuff. Yo, thank you so much for subscribing, Castilia. I appreciate it, brother. Your mom overvalued. That's right. You tell him. You tell him, Stosies. You tell him. Also, if you guys are signing up to different places, make sure you guys turn off your stock lending programs. Right? So a lot of places already have stock lending programs turned on. Because at the end of the day, some people do want to earn interest, right? Or earn stuff on their stocks. If you don't want people taking your shares, I would turn those things off, though. Because they can short those, right? I do want to mention that. It's very, very easy on webull. You just go to stock lending program. It's very easy on other places as well. So make sure you guys are turning those off. Is AMC going up? I mean, it is right now again, right? We're up. Right now we're up 22, almost 23% today. So I would say we're going up. If you guys are worrying about GME right now, GME's up almost 14%, up to $252 again. I think we're going to see GME go back above $300. It's very, very possible we see GME get pushed above $300 again. NEO currently is up 9% at $42. We were at 42.44, so down a little bit on that, but not very much. Very typical to see some pullbacks once you start going up a lot again. We'll look at Palantir real quick for you guys holding Palantir. Palantir right now, off that morning dip, is up to 23.21, which is great. Which is very nice, man. So all my diamond-headed ace, man, the joy is in the journey, my friends. Exactly, Arthur. Hey, Arthur, thank you so much, man, for supporting me and my family and my kids, and also supporting the stream here, and Ape Nash, baby. Let's go, my dude. Yo, thank you so much, though, Arthur. I appreciate you, brother. I do. Where's the X-Ping at really quick? We'll check out these. X-Pings right now is almost at 34.5. Let's see on... where's Tesla, dude? Tesla, right. Tesla's still at 624. Tesla's had downturn this morning. It's been holding very steady since then for the most part, though. We'll change this back over to NEO for right now. That's what I'm mostly interested in. Though, you know, obviously Tesla is my biggest holding, but again, Tesla kind of grew into that biggest holding over time. I've been investing in Tesla since late 2016. I'll check on CCIV right now. Remember, guys, CCIV. I don't expect crazy things out of CCIV right now. Not until they start obviously rolling out cars in August. But at any point, man, we could definitely see a short squeeze on CCIV 100%. I mean, that's definitely plausible. It's definitely a heavily shorted stock. It's also a stock that is a SPAC stock right now. Mostly, a lot of SPAC stocks are down in terms in general across the board. But I think you will continue to see lots of shorting in CCIV until at least they start rolling off cars in August. And sometime this month they should get their own. They should get their own lucid ticker, which is LCID. Yo, Nicholas, thanks, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. For you guys asking, I know a lot of you guys are asking, is this a short squeeze? This is not the short squeeze, by the way, guys. This is not the short squeeze. This right here is just a retail push. And obviously, I don't want to leave out anybody. So we definitely have had some some ETFs and some funds and some commercial investors as well. So I don't leave those guys out. A lot of this, though, is retail push right now. A lot of this is retail push. And don't worry, guys, about like some red candlesticks. We're getting at the end of the day here. We have an hour left. You're going to see some push down by hedge funds. I guarantee when we go back at the end of the day and look at the last hour in terms of shorts, I guarantee, man, you're going to see a lot more shorts pick up in this last hour again. You can almost guarantee it. Just like we've seen a lot of shorts right here this morning. We've seen a lot of shorts in this area. I guarantee. When I do a video later and I go through these shorts, I guarantee it. That the last like 30 to 40 minutes is going to be a lot more shorting involved. Them trying to create like a sell-off, so to say, in the end of the day. I literally can guarantee it. 100%. Yeah, Neo's over 40 bucks. Yeah, 42 right now. We could definitely see a little bit of sell-off on Neo going into aftermarket hours. And again, it's one of those stocks that usually does that a little bit. Definitely see us finishing somewhere probably around like 40, between 41 and 42. Maybe a little bit more. That'll be nice today on Neo though. Remember, guys, also we do have CPI data coming out on the 10th. So don't let that scare you either. You might see some market fluctuations between now and the 10th. We do have the CPI data. That's the biggest thing we have coming out this month is CPI data. So be on the lookout for that. Again, don't make that. There'll be a lot of FUD in the market, just like last month for CPI data. Don't let that get on you either. It's FUD, man. There's lots of it. Lots of FUD, man. Lots and lots of FUD. And if you guys have it, make sure to smack the like button. Definitely helps out. I hope everybody's having a great day today. I really do. Paper hands are selling. You're definitely going to see some people that are day trading, right? That are going to be selling a little bit. But for the most part, man, I would say honestly, say though, you're definitely, every time you're going to see some, if you're up 20, 30, 40% in a day, you're going to have some day traders. There's nothing that can deny that. You're also going to see right here in this last hour, hedge funds that are shorting the stock right now even more and borrowing more shares. To try to create even more of a sell-off, so to say, right? That looks like it's happening because you're going to see some day traders. So they try to jump in on the business with it. And that's usually the reason why at the end of the days, we've seen a lot more stocks getting shorted at the end of the days. They try to jump on as well with those guys. Yo, Nestor, dude. I don't know about anything like that, dude. I don't know a lot about, you know, whatever that fart coin is, brother. Dude. Yo, Kella, thank you so much for the $20, bro. Thank you. I think that makes you tied for the top donor of the day as well, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you supporting me and the family and the stream here. Like button smash. I don't get this AMC push. I bought 9 shares for the hell. Well, what don't you get of it, Danny? I'm here to help you out, man. Ask away, brother. Ask away. I don't know what you don't get about it. I might have another answer. Were the shares released to Mudrick share dilution? From my understanding, those shares were shares that were put back from AMC's company that had those shares. So they were kind of, they already had those. I don't know if that was someone called dilution. They did go back into the market though. So I guess, you know, technically they did go back in the market. So they were dilution, but I think we've ate those up already. Does that make sense? So from a technical standpoint, if you see somebody saying it is dilution, from a technical standpoint, obviously those shares went back into the market. But from my understanding is a lot of those shares probably got ate up by us anyway. They didn't get, they might have got shorted. Some of them might have got shorted again, right? Some of those could have got ate up and got borrowed and shorted from hedge funds. But again, that equals a bigger short squeeze from us. You don't get the short squeeze talk. What don't you get about it, Danny? What don't you get about it? Oh, yo, I had a great Memorial Day, man. I celebrated with, you know, me and my family. We all had a get together for my grandmother. We all had a get together for my grandmother, right? We got some pictures, which is awesome. Things we'll cherish, obviously, man, going over this next, 6 months to a year. Because she, technically, they gave her a couple months to live because of the bone cancer. Now, obviously, we're hoping she gets a little bit, longer, as long as she's not in pain, right? Because bone cancer is very, very painful. So I don't want her to be in any kind of pain. Again, she is on, hospice. She has pain management, right? They have her on, fentanyl patches and things like that. But, things we'll definitely cherish 100%, man. And we obviously celebrated, people in our family that had passed away in wars. My great grandfather passed away, man, in World War II as well. So hopefully you guys had a great Memorial Day, man. And again, I know it's not Memorial Day, man, but big thank you to anybody who served or is serving, as always, or anybody who's lost a family member to those things, man. I have the utmost respect that Nina does, man. What I don't get is the timing, I guess. You don't know when the squeeze is coming. You don't know when the squeeze is coming, Danny. Yes, you're totally correct. You're totally correct there. But as long as the price stays up, though, Danny, eventually they're going to have to buy back in. That's the whole point there. We're going to see this short interest continue to rise, right, back up again as the price stays higher. Eventually, you're going to see the domino fall. And the first domino, man, is going to be that first probably mid-sized short position. sell back in. And then you're going to see everybody else try to fit through the same door at the same time. And then you'll see that squeeze start taking place. As long as we continue to buy or continue to hold and don't sell, Denny, the squeeze is going to happen regardless. It's going to happen. Yo, Joseph, you sound silly, bro. Chill out, man. Chill out. I'm going to put Joseph in timeout mode for a minute, man. Not because you're saying that, Joseph, because you're spamming every 5 seconds, brother. Chill. I need to make a t-shirt that says chill, chill. Oh, Lord, man. Where do you see that? Well, you can see that easily on Ortex and other places, right? You can see those numbers very, very, very easy on that. So if you just want like a very cheap place to get to see those numbers, Ortex is very, very nice. You can find a lot of these numbers that are being obviously already being published on say like Twitter and others, and you can see the shorts or aka shares borrowed compared to shares returned, and those shares borrowed being shorted, right? So you're seeing that over and over and over again. So far today, we've had over 4 million shares borrowed and just under 1 million shares returned. So you're seeing 4 times the number of shares borrowed and shorted than you're seeing, the shares returned. Does that make sense? So that means they haven't started buying back in large quantities, which means the short numbers continue going up. Obviously, you're seeing some shares return, but not much at all. So if you're seeing 3, 4, 5x a day, what that tells you is, man, eventually this thing's going to explode, right? It's kind of like a jack in a box, right? We're turning the jack. Let's just metaphor, right? We're turning that jack in a box, man. We're turning it, and the pressure inside that box, man, is building, and eventually that lid's going to blow, and the clown's going to come out. The clown being, guys, the hedge funds, right? I'm trying to use like a metaphor that makes it sense and funny. Just imagine the hedge funds being the clown. They are the clown, right? They're going to be the ones that are going to get spanked. So just imagine just a jack in the box, man, getting turned. That's pretty much what's happening. We're literally jamming the jack in the box. We're continuing to holding. They're trying to hold the lid down, but eventually that pressure is going to be so much, man, the lid blows off and the clown comes out. What if the crank breaks? Well, if everybody's sold off, obviously that's when the crank breaks, right? Or if they get bailed out, obviously there would be like I guess like a wrench in the cogwheel. But right now I don't see that happening though, man. I don't see that happening right now, man. Yo, Roland says I'm the man in the box. Yo, Roland, I appreciate you, brother. For you and the family, thanks for these live streams, man. Yo, Embrace, thank you, man, for supporting me and the family and the stream, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, my dude. And shout out to you guys that are just here today. Anybody's hit the like button, anybody's hit the sub button today, you guys are the MVPs, being here talking, things like that. I appreciate it. And for the couple of people that's asked, man, I am using the webull. There's a link right there. If you sign up, put $100 and you get those 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. Great platform. I love it. It's worth getting the free money out of at least. Is it true most shorts start in the pre-market and after hours? Most short squeeze start in a lot of times pre-market more than aftermarket. Good old boys. And the reason why that is, good old boys, is a lot of times you don't have that pressure. You don't have the retail can continue pushing the stock right in the pre-market hours or in the aftermarket hours, but a lot of times it's happening in the pre-market even more than aftermarket. But what will happen is, man, you have this big push in the pre-market because the selling pressure is a lot lower than usually. And also, you don't have the stock market stopping the stock from going up, right? So if you go in intraday, aka in trading hours, if you go up over like 10% within like a couple minute time period, you get suspended, right? You've seen plenty of stocks get suspended. DME has happened to plenty of times as well, AMC as well. So in pre-market hours, you won't see that get suspended. What happens is, man, is that if that trend continues going into the market hours, and the hedge funds don't see it going back down within the first like 5 or 10 minutes, and it's continue going up, sometimes you'll see that first guy jump back in, right? Or aka the first, the first hedge that has been shorting, aka usually it's a middle guy. Not somebody that's the biggest dog, not somebody that's the smallest person on the totem pole. Usually it's a middle ground kind of company. Let's say they might have, I don't know, let's say they have 100,000 shorts. They're usually the first one to buy back in, and then that kind of starts the domino effect. Then you see the next guy. Then all of a sudden, everybody tries to fit through the same hole, and they can't fit through it at the same time. So that price continues to rise and rise and rise and rise and rise. Now, sometimes that will happen in the aftermarket hours, and that continues going into the next day. But a lot of times, it usually starts in the pre-market hours. You see that gap up. And a lot of times, that gap up starts over in like Europe and other places like that, Germany and everywhere else, where the market's already open over there and trading. And then that transfers to us, and then it continues to push. So I had somebody in my comment section yesterday say, look, other markets don't matter about AMC. Other markets do matter. A matter of fact, markets do matter in other places. They help us out over here in the United States. At what price do you think AMC will be suspended? Well, it depends. I think we'll get suspended multiple times on the way up, Jafet. I think we'll get suspended lots on the way up. Hopefully that makes sense. Because there'll be multiple times that they're going to be buying back in and pushing the stock up, right? So you might see us get suspended, get unsuspended, and then like 2 or 3 minutes later, suspended again. Unsuspended. 2 or 3 minutes later again, suspended again on the way up. If you guys were on the GME train when we went to like $500 plus back in January, you guys remember how many suspensions we got on the way up on GME? It was a lot. It was a ton, man. And even back when we went from like $40 back up to $350, we got suspended multiple times then as well. I love your accent. Where's I live in Nashville, by the way, JBC. I live in Nashville, man. So I definitely got that country voice, the southern drawl, so to say. Why is it going down? It's getting towards the end of the day. So what happens at the end of the day, guys? When you have a stock that's up 20+% in a day, what will happen is right now, especially a stock that's getting heavily shorted, you'll have people at the end of the day, right? That say they bought in earlier on this big low right here that are day trading the stock, right? So they bought in a low, they're day trading the stock. So usually about an hour to 30 minutes to go before the stock closes, we'll have those guys start selling off some of their shares, right? That are day trading. And then what happens after that is that you'll start having shorts come in and start shorting the stock more to create a bigger look of a sell-off at the end of the day. Again, a lot of us aren't going to fall for that. But you're definitely going to have some new people that kind of fall for it, right? That aren't diamond hand. They don't really, they're new to the stock, right? A lot of these guys are new to the stock market in general. And I'm sure we have some brand new people in here right now, man, that are brand new stock, brand new to stocks. They really don't know these things. We're veterans at this point in terms of like the market up and down, man. We're like riding a roller coaster, and we're just like, you know what I mean? Straight facing the roller coaster, bro. But they try to jump in on these guys that are day trading the stock, and then they try to short more at the end of the day to create a bigger of a sell-off. I don't think it's going to work right now, though. We're not really down, though. I get what you're saying. We're not up here at 32 bucks. We're literally at $31 plus, man. There's nothing to be ashamed of right there. We had 2 double doinks right here, almost 2 double doinks at 31.24, building off that again. But if you guys are wondering, that's what happens when a stock starts getting shorted a lot of times at the end of the day, it'll happen because, especially a stock that's going up, they'll try to create a sell-off, right? Going with the people that are day trading. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, you live in Brentwood. Yo, let's go, Angry Titan. Good old Brentwood, man. I love Brentwood, man. I actually we live up towards the Hermitage, by the way. Like northeast Nash, right above right above airport and stuff like that. Let's see here. What about this morning? I saw the mother of oh yeah, Gil. That was Mudrick. That was Mudrick, Gil. That was Mudrick, man. The big candlestick this morning. Yes, Mudrick. Jafet, thank you so much, man, for the $5, brother. Thank you, man. You know what's really funny though, guys? Like, obviously, like I've been covering lots of stocks, multiple cryptos. It's funny, man, that a lot of the people that were within Doge, right? A lot of those guys jumped over and put some money into AMC. So we almost like created this like bond of like brotherhood between the cryptos and like AMC now and other like, I guess someone called meme stocks, which is great, and stocks that have been pushing. Any idea when your next Tampa visit is? I have no idea, honestly, Rich. Hopefully sometime at the end of this year, right? We're not looking to take a too big of a trip right now, obviously because my grandmother, Rich. I don't want to be like, I don't want to go on a trip to like Tampa for work or whatever right now anyway, because obviously if she was to go at any point, man, she could go downhill really quick. And I don't want to be, you know, like 12 hours away, man, when she starts going downhill, right? At any time, like literally that can happen. They already took her off her heart medication. She's on heart medication. She had a heart attack a few years ago. So she already has a weak heart. They took her off her heart medication, obviously, since she's going to pass away eventually anyway because of the bone cancer. And they took her off a lot of her medication, her blood pressure medication, everything. And that's the reason why, like, you know, me and Nicole are taking her to the mountains, right? Because they just took her off those things a couple weeks ago. She's doing decent right now. She's on her breathing machine. She can, you know, get around. She get in her wheelchair. I can push her around in a wheelchair, man. And she'll be able to see some things, man, for the last time. You know, I'm not gonna get emotional about it because I know I'll get emotional about it, man. Because again, she's like my second mom. Without her and my grandfather growing up, you know, I wouldn't be here today. Well, I might be here, but I definitely wouldn't be the person I am. I definitely wouldn't be the, you know, I probably wouldn't have the drive as much as I do, right? And then obviously having kids even accelerated that drive I have for, you know, for financial wealth and just happiness in general, right? Not saying money makes you the happiest in the world. Obviously, love and just a good attitude in life, man, makes you wealthy, right? So money doesn't only thing that makes you wealthy. I mean, you'll be in Tampa on Saturday. Yo, nice, Danny, nice. I love Tampa, dude. Tampa's an amazing area. Tampa, Clearwater, all those areas, man. I love that part of Florida. They really do, Pharrell. They really do, man. They really do, brother. What do you think about space? Oh, Lord, dude. I get asked this at least like 5 times a day. I am not a big person that's going to be buying into space. Mostly because I just want to see them, like, you know, at least put somebody in the darn rocket. And I get, man, the company's been around forever. Honestly, when they start doing like test drives in terms of like people on the actual ship itself, I actually might start investing then in it. You guys know me, man. I love stuff to do with space. You know, anything to do with that kind of stuff, I love it. Like I have a couple, you know, bigger telescopes myself. I love studying space. That was actually one of the things I studied, you know, outside of things, was astrology and stuff like that in college. So I love some of that. It's kind of funny though, man. You know, I majored in financing, and also studied astrology and other things like that in college as well, on the side. I love space in general though. What's the most recent stock you bought that you didn't have any shares in already? Honestly, I think the last one I actually bought I didn't have any shares in was Fisker. Fisker dropped down to like $10, and I bought into Fisker. I think that's the last stock I bought into. I figured, hey man, if Fisker's anywhere between, like, you know, anywhere below $13, I figured you can't go long at that point. I figured, so I bought Fisker at that point. So I guess that's the newest one I bought. Yeah, it's the newest one I bought that I didn't already have. For the most part, I've been doubling down on stocks I already have, right? So I bought more AMC. I bought more, you know, XPeng, Neo, Li Auto, ChargePoint, Palantir, Oracle, places like that. I bought more. I've been buying more, you know, S&PR as well, because it's right around the $10 mark, and it's going to be a great company. Man, that's Volta Charging. To me, it's right behind ChargePoint. So for the most part, I've been doubling down, right? I bought some more Canoe. You guys already know that. Again, Canoe's long-term for me. I think Canoe's eventually we'll see Canoe at $50-$60 a share. So yeah. What broker am I using? Right here, man. Constantinos, right here, brother. Webull, right there, bro. Webull. Impossible 100K a share, I think. You think it's impossible? I don't think nothing's impossible. It depends on how long people hold. Right? We named the price, guys. So if you guys are wondering where we're going to go to in price, we named the price. We hold the shares, bro. We hold the shares. We hold the floor. So we tell them where they buy back in. Obviously, if people don't hold, we're betting right now. We're betting on the holding system. We're all trusting everybody else to hold. It's definitely not impossible. I've done the math. We've done this stuff on the channel, right? We hold the float here. It's definitely not impossible. Obviously, we're betting on everybody else holding. Guys, at $31, we're going to go way above $100, guys. We're going to go way above $100. When they start buying back in, we're going above $100. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, you guys know me, man. I'm a very confrontational person. So I'm not trying to argue with somebody on the intronets. But at the end of the day, man, I know where we can go. Right? I know where we can go. I'm not stupid. Yo, Gilbert, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. I'm doing great, bro. I'm here live and breathing, hanging out with the fam, hanging out with Ape Nash, chilling. And I hope everybody's having a great day today. I really do. And I do appreciate everybody being here, hanging out, being a part of the fam. If you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button. I love Webull. Yeah, I've been using Webull, man, since March 2020. So over a year now. I love the platform. I do. I actually was using Robinhood for a little while. Before that, I was using Swim mostly. I used Robinhood on the side for a while until March 2020 when Robinhood the whole app was down for like 2 days straight. You guys remember in March 2020, that's when the market crashed. Webull crashed. I mean, not Webull, but Robinhood crashed for 2 days straight with it. So I stuck over to Webull then. And right now, mostly I use Webull and M1 Finance. So M1 Finance is my long-term app, and for my short-term and medium-term and some of my long-term, I've been on Webull for the most part. And the same thing for my more short-term, say like 4 months, 5 months in my crypto market stuff. I'm using Webull for that as well. Yo, Billy, I guess you don't know the numbers then, Billy. Hey, we'll disagree. We'll agree to disagree, right? We'll need to aggressivity here. But I'm telling you, man, that this can go way above $100. This can go way above $100, man. They haven't even started buying back in yet. You sell yourself short. We'll pick up your shares. Don't worry. Well, we'll pick up your shares, man. Don't worry, bro. Shorts have to cover no matter what price. Yeah, exactly, Drew. Exactly. We named the price, guys. We own the float. We own it. So we own the float. We named the price. Do you know of any EU alternative? I don't know. I do know EU, like one of the ones that does, that let you vote. Make sure you guys are getting places that let you vote. So I do know Revolut lets you vote. So that's definitely one. Is anybody else in the chat from EU and know your firm that actually lets you vote, though? Remember, guys, there's a lot of brokerages out there that are across seas do not let you vote in the United States. So honestly, I don't want to say obviously that that I know every platform over there that lets you do it. I like Gemini. Yeah, I've used Gemini. I've been using Gemini a little bit here and there lately, trying to get a hold of the platform and get a hang of it. Right now, I've been mostly using Voyager right there. If you sign up with Voyager right there with that link, that's a great place to hold your crypto, though, for long term, because you get paid interest. Good times here, man. I dare them to drop below 25. I don't think we're dropping below 25, guys. I think at that point we'd have to see retail sell off some. Now maybe we see another flash crash, right? Like we seen on Friday. On Friday we seen this flash crash that dropped us down, right? This flash crash right here. But a lot of this was shorting as well, going on there. It was Friday, right? It was the end of the week. We had a 3-day weekend coming up. So also you have people that were swing trading getting out a lot as well right there. Now today we did have a drop down over here. We almost had a double dink right here, like 28.60 area. So we had like a double dinker right there. And then honestly, that would have been the I think that's the bigger drop today. So buying in around here would have been a great opportunity. Now obviously you would have wanted to see a big candlestick before you bought in. So you probably would have bought in somewhere around like $29. But either way, man, it still would have been a good dip buying opportunity at that point. And this is the reason why I said earlier when somebody asked me if they should put like a limit order in. I said, look, man, put like a limit order in if you want to. We could see a little bit of a push down on hedges at the end of the day here. So maybe put a limit order in, maybe like 31 or 30 bucks. That would have been I think that would be maybe a dip we see. But honestly, I think we see a kind of a dip right here and then a green going into the aftermarket hours. What I mean by that is like maybe 5 or 10, 15 minutes going in, we start seeing a upward pattern again, going into aftermarket. Because eventually we're going to start buying back in more in those hedge hedges that are shorting aren't going to matter so much. Yeah, that's the only bad thing. Some itch is obviously, you know, Gemini's interface isn't the best. But they actually are updating their interface. They actually are. I've been using it a little bit here and there. That's one of actually, Gemini was one of the first ones I actually ever used. So yeah, if SafeMoon went to Voyager, would you get any? Maybe mine. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I might. Maybe I might. Who knows? At the end of the day, man, that definitely put in a bigger platform to get bought into. But for the most part, man, I've been sticking with my 7, you know, cryptocurrencies I've been in. I thought about, you know, buying some EO and things like that over there, but I haven't done it yet. If you to buy more, man, I think you see a great opportunity. Exactly, bro. I think we do too, honestly. Don't sell. Yeah, I wouldn't sell, guys, honestly. Why don't we set something up where we all 3 million of us buy a minimum of 1 share? We've done that plenty of times, though, Todd. It's been done. It's been done quite a bit. We've set up those things in Reddit a couple times, man, and pushed the stock like crazy. Back when it was like $8 or $10, you guys remember some of those pushes we had, like $1 push in the stock, everybody buying in like 1 or 2 shares at a time. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. Also, if you guys haven't, follow us over here on the Twitter sphere, guys. Picked up 150 shares off the Mudrick FUD. Let's go, David. That's the reason why I said this morning, man. I tweeted out, if you guys aren't on Twitter, I tweeted out, obviously, when they were selling those shares. I was saying then, man, it was a great buying opportunity because people are going to start buying those up. So if you've seen a big, you know, plunge in the stock really quick, which we did, it went down like, what, $3 or $4 right there at the start. There's going to be a great buying opportunity. And lo and behold, man, we got a great buying opportunity earlier today. This is an amazing buying opportunity. What day AMC raised equity, then we get back stabbed on the flinch, LOL, AMC to the moon. Well, honestly, if AMC you know, pays off some of their debt, it's not a bad thing, Darth. If that happens, you'll see a lot more big dogs, you know, buying in, like some more ETFs and other things, start buying more shares of AMC. It's probably one of the only things that are holding some people back, obviously, is the debt that AMC's in. But if they continue to buy off, which I think they're going to continue to pay off some of those debts, which I think they're going to continue to do that, you're going to see some bigger dogs continue to buy in more confidently. Let's look at, let me look over here at, let's look and see some of the bigger buy-ins today off AMC. Where's it at over here? Oh yeah, mister. Right here, man. Let's look at old trade alerts really quick. Yeah, here's some pretty decent trades right here today on trade alerts really quick. Pretty decent ones right here. Here's a $5.2 million order. It's 160,000 shares right there. Another $5.7 million order for 178,000 shares. Now, obviously, we haven't had a big one come through yet. A big print order, guys. A large print order is anything over $1.2 million. Is what that is. This right here is massive though. Earlier, and I think this right here was some of those shares getting sold right there as well for $101 million. Here's another. That's a huge print too. So when you have something over like 50 million, it's called a huge print instead of a large print. But so far today we've had what, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 today so far. I think we'll see another one by the end of the day though. We have another like 22 million, 22 minutes. Yeah, 22 minutes left. I think we'll see another one, another large print order come through again. I don't think it's a bad business play because I think we'll eat those shares up. I think we already did. I mean, LaCoy, it's up to you, bro. It's up to you on that end. I mean, honestly, I haven't sold a lot of my other shares to buy more AMC. I've been buying some. I bought some more AMC myself, right? But I didn't sell off a lot of my other shares. Because again, I'm long-term a lot of stuff. You guys already know that. It's hard for me to sell shares no matter what. Not unless the price gets to like astronomically large, right? Kind of like what we've seen with like Lemonade went to $188 when it's, you know, like a $90 stock. Or like, you know, QuantumScape went to $100+ when it's, you know, like a $40, $30 stock, right? Things like that are different, man. Yo, what's up, Elvis? What's up, man? Those aren't sells. No, those print orders are buys. Those print orders are buys, by the way. Those are not sells. And a lot of those go through dark pools as well. Okay, that might be collusion. So hard, dude. It is, man. I'm just a holder myself in general. So it's hard for me to sell any of my shares, honestly. A lot of times, I'm always like, the problem with me, guys, on any of my sell, like anyone I'm thinking about selling, I'm like, well, it could go up even higher. Because eventually, man, you know, you're always setting new highs in the market. Now, obviously, you can have times where it pulls back, right? We're definitely not up to where we were in January. We had a pullback, right? But eventually, we'll be way above where we were at in January. In the day, it looks like maybe we'll see where this next candlestick goes. If this goes red, we have a small. If we have a small green here, honestly, even if we have a small red, the next candlestick will be the candlestick to look at. That'll tell you, man, if we're gonna slingshot upwards. So if we slingshot off of this, we could let's just follow this out. We could see us in somewhere around like 3170. Now, if we were to like have like a sell here and we dipped, and we had a smaller dip right here, so we dip right here and we go back up. I think then we end at somewhere around like 31, like 30 area. Not that big of a difference. We're still I think we're still in somewhere close to like positive, let's say 20 on the day, plus 20% of the day, somewhere in there. Yeah, can we buy matching Lambos? I'm buying a used Lambo, chat. I have you guys know, man. My portfolio is AMC. Yeah, Phil, you guys gotta remember though, man. I've been in the stock market for 11 years, so you know, obviously my portfolio is large and in charge. In lots of areas. In lots of areas, right? Now, I have been buying into AMC since early January. My first buy-in on you know, obviously on AMC, man, was at the 1st of January. So before then, I actually didn't have any AMC shares. But I've been in the market for a long time. So again, my portfolio is, you know, a lot spread out probably than others. You gotta remember, man, I have 72 individual stocks. 72 individual stocks I hold in my portfolio. So, and that does include a couple like, you know, funds and a couple ETFs. So, I mean, I guess if you were to break some of those down even more, but that's including those at 72. Win Lambo, dude. Win Lambo. Well, when the first guy starts buying back in, that's when we Lambo. That's when we Lambo, Chad. That's when we Lambo. Just look at this. I mean, look at the hour chart. God, chat. Like, if you go back to 11th, man, we're at $9.60, man, on 11th. We honestly might almost be at 4x tomorrow. That 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. 4x, man, from the 11th. Tomorrow, we could definitely see them. We could definitely see tomorrow at 34 or so. Getting close to that 4x number from there. And then look at Monday. You know, last Monday we were at 12 bucks. Now, right here, we're definitely holding very steady. Going into aftermarket, we do have another 15 minutes left though. We're getting this next small red candlestick. So if we see this red, small red, we can honestly build off that next red and go green, like I was saying a minute ago. Even if it's a small green. I'd almost rather see the small red though, because a lot of times it means you're going to slingshot north. By slingshot, you know, it'd be you know, 30, 40 cents. What I mean by that. Will it hit $100? Well, we can go way above 100 bucks. Again, we own the float, so we named the price. I honestly think even if, as long as people hold, man, we go way above 100 bucks. Yo, what's up, Recoy? What's up, man? What is going on, my dude? Currently right now, I have 4,200. 4,200 right now, Recoy. Some people cough. Jackson Hunter is saying 1 million a share I've been hodling. Well, I mean, if people were to hold up 1 million, obviously it's a lot there, man, to get there. Now, obviously, you know, you're going to have people that are going to create crazy numbers because you can't create those crazy numbers. Plus, it adds lots more views to their channel. Like if I make a video, Diego, that says 1 million, you know, AMC $1 million a share, obviously it's gonna get a lot of views, correct? Be a lot more views than me saying, you know, $100,000 a share. You know what I mean? So obviously, people making crazy numbers, it creates views, and we create the price. So I guess, you know, in hindsight, I just don't know if people are gonna hold to 1 million. I feel like people are starting getting greedy at that point. The greed would set in, dude. It'd be hard for people to hold on. Yeah, guys, see this right here? We had the small green, barely green. This is what I was talking about, man. A hairline green right here. Even if we would have said a little small box red would have been fine. And then we slingshot off that. See this next one goes after this. If this next candlestick after this 5-minute candlestick, this is 2 million, 2 million. Traders right now already at 1 million. It's already at 1 million. If this one at least exceeds the 2 million, the next one could sling us up even more. Which would be nice because it could get us close to 32. Could get us close to 32. This right here was a step down from hedges, by the way. If you guys are wondering, this right here is classic hedge fund, man. The classic step down. The classic step down, bro. Well, Angry Titan, the reason why you're seeing people say 50 bucks, and I'll go over this really quick, guys. So you guys in the channel don't know, there's psychological sell numbers in a short squeeze, right? That first psychological number people get over is 50 bucks, right? So that's a psychological number that people like to sell at. The next one's 100, then you have 250, and then 500. So those are psychological numbers in your head that are like, well, I should probably sell them up. I'm up, right? You don't sell and you hold them, and we go a lot higher than that. So I get why people are making that as well. Those are plenty of studies out there. Those are plenty of studies, man, that show that. It's not just me saying that. Just go look at psychological numbers to sell at, in the stock market. Just go look at them. That's literally, scientific numbers have been done over and over again through software. What software? Oh, yeah, I'm using Salem. I'm using right here, man. I'll post it really quick. If you guys are wondering, let me get it. If you guys are wondering what I'm using, I am using Webull. Right now, they do have a special going on Webull. If you sign up, put $100 in, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. You also get these tier 2 NASDAQ views, which I think are even better for 3 months. First Sunday, I'm getting the free money, though. You put $100 in. You also get these tier 2. You can see the orders going in and out of the market in real time, up to the second, right? Which is pretty awesome itself. And I've been using this for over a year, man. I like Webull a lot. Just make sure you guys that are signing up for new platforms, make sure you guys are turning off your lending programs, right? So a lot of places have lending programs turned on automatically. So make sure you guys turn those off. It's very easy. Webull, it just says stock lending program. Goes to the settings and just click on that and turn it off. I think it's just as easy on other platforms. I know like M1 Finance is pretty easy to do that as well. You go to settings, turn it off, right? Coinbase will offer Doge on the June 3rd. Just saw. Oh, did you really? Oh, nice, Danny. If that happens, man, it's definitely Doge is going to go up quite a bit that day, probably. You'll see that happen quite fast. Let me look it up real quick. You guys know me. I am hodling me some Doge. Coinbase. Yeah, I'll have to look at that later, honestly. That's true. Be good for Doge. The Doge. Let's see, man. Yeah, so if you turn off the lending program, guys, they can't loan your shares out. They can't loan your shares out. And what happens is when your shares get loaned out, they short the shares, right? So right now we're trying to prevent them from continuing to short shares, which is driving down price, a little bit. So what you do is just turn off your lending program. That way they can't loan your shares out at all. Yeah, Coinbase Pro usually gets it before anybody else on new liquidities. Sorry, what's the stock lending program? Well, what happens is, okay, so the broker will loan your shares out, and they get money off those loans, right? And then they also pay you a certain percentage fee of that loan amount. So if you turn that off, pretty much what that does is obviously the brokerage can't loan your shares out anymore, and hedge funds can't short your shares. Just a lending program. And pretty much every program has one. Some programs have them turned on automatically. Some don't. A lot of the new ones these days, though, that are like, free to trade, a lot of them do have it on. Not every one of them, though, but most of them do. It's very easy to turn it off, though. Very, very easy. Like, on the mobile app, man, you just go over here to go to settings on Webull and turn it off. I've had mine off since forever, but like I said, it's very easy to do. You can also go to search. You can search it, man, and it'll also pop up that way as well. The L-Winding program. Dinner, yada yada. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully so, man. AMC a bust? Why would AMC be a bust? I mean, the short squeeze hasn't even started yet. So I say it's far from a bust. I do like that Robinhood is offering IPOs now. I'm new to this, but I'm glad it's being offered. I feel you. I'm just not going to use Robinhood anymore. I haven't used it in over years, so I don't mind hating on anybody using Robinhood, right? You use what you want to use. If you guys want to get pre-IPO, man, for even better things, I can pull this up real quick and give you a link. And you also can buy, pieces of shares and things like that over here as well. It's through the public app. You can buy pre-IPO. You can buy, pieces of shares as well through public app right here. You sign up, put up anything over $1 into the platform. You can get one free share worth up to $50. I think it's up to $70 right now special. But you can use what you want to use. I'm not going to hate on anybody. You guys know me, man. I'm definitely not a very hateful person. I don't like spreading hate and all that crap. I'm too old, man. I'm too old for all that business. You do you, bud. You'll do you. Psychological number was 75 cents. Well, the bigger reason there, though, Jackie, the 75-cent number right there was mostly because, obviously, it was more like buy the hype, sell the news. People were buying the hype of SNL. Then obviously gets sold after that. That happens quite a bit. And then obviously right after that, man, you have crypto markets in general starting to plunge down, cause lots of FUD in the market. That's the reason why I said this summer you'll start seeing crypto markets come back anyway, no matter what. Let's see, man. How's your grandma this week? Oh, she had a great time, Giselle. My grandmother, we had a get together, we had a cookout and stuff like that, man, with the family, to get pictures and stuff like that. So we had some family come down from other places, and I mean, she's obviously most happiest when people are over, right? Other than that, man, she's over there with my mom all the time, and obviously it's just her and my mom. Mom's living in obviously as hospice right now. Hospice comes 3 days a week. Until obviously she gets so bad off that the hospice has to be there 24/7, or she has to go stay at the the hospice center herself when she gets worse. And that hits the reason why we're going to the mountains tomorrow, man, to take my grandmother to go see Caves Cove and other things before she gets so bad off she can't do anything anymore. Which we're expecting any time though, right? So it's the reason why we did it the soonest we could, because the doctors were giving her like a couple months to live right now. Because it is a very aggressive bone cancer. It's spread, very, very crazy just in the past month. Just in the past month, it went from like being in her like shoulder blade and places like that to now it's like all over her ribs, on her hips. It's starting to have bone fissures, which are cracks in her bones because of the pressure from the cancer that's in your bone marrow and things like that, man. Creating pressure. So they also got her on like fentanyl patches and things like that. So it's definitely getting, you know, bad worse, you know, or worse faster. Now, obviously, I want my grandmother to be around as long as she can, but I also don't want her to be in pain either, right? While you're going, can you do a week-long stream with charts you currently have up? Yo, Rich, I'm taking the laptop with me, so we'll be able to do some videos and live streams from there. I purposely went and got a VRBO, right, and got a condo, so that way we had decent internet and we're not staying in a hotel. Plus, again, it's more accommodating to her. That way we know we're getting a ground floor. She ain't got to like climb stairs and all that business either, right? Or try to go up in elevators and all that. It'll be good though, man. It'll be good, man. I'm a very positive person, so you know, getting to spend any time with her, you know, before you know the obvious happens is good with me. Is Biden's capital gains tax screw us over? No, I won't. They won't, Jonathan. No, man. It'll get dwindled down anyway, right? So you saw how, man, those gains tax and stuff will get dwindled down anyway. It'll be below the Bush era capital gains. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. Again, that's a lot of FUD in the market on that end as well. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Most important thing, and let her know that she's okay. Oh, for sure, Giselle, for sure. You know me. You guys know me, man. Family first, right? And that's the reason why, like, I appreciate you guys, man. I know we don't. Nobody here knows everybody, right? We don't know each other in real life, man. But you can create friendships, man, in online family, you know, sort of scenario where people are here every day or when they can be, right? You create a community, and people can support each other that way, man. It's an awesome thing, and I'll forever preach that. That's the reason why I love all you guys. You guys are all amazing people. We have 4 minutes left in the market, though, guys. 4 minutes. See, guys, I was right. We were right, man. See, we had our big green count sit back up. Small green. Could have had a small red there. Larger green after that, which is, you saw that launch up. Smaller green. Let's see if we have a small red right here. If we have a small red, that could mean we're going to launch back up even more again. Going into aftermarket hours. Now, you could have some people that obviously are up $1 a share right here. Could try to dump some. But we'll see. We have 3 more minutes. Don't be paper hands, man. Exactly. Appreciate the info. I'm glad you found it. Hey, Tori. I appreciate you, fam. Glad you're here too, brother. Glad you're here too. Yo, is anybody here in the real estate market? Anybody here do real estate? Jason, you're invited to PCB if AMC breaks 1K for my tattoo. Let's go, man. Roland, I'm done, dude. I'm done, man. Oh, you just got your license? Yo, let's go, Josh. Let's go, man. I think, dude, honestly, I think one of the best things you guys can do, honestly, if you guys just want some, like, additional small income, is go get your license in real estate. It's not that hard to do. Even if you're a parent that's very busy, man, you can get your license very cheap for the most part. And the money and you know, wealth that can come from real estate is high. You guys know me, man. I love the real estate market, so you guys know me, man. I'm all about some real estate. You live in the Houston area. Yo, nice. Yeah, that's actually, you know, Houston area right now. Well, any kind of area in the I guess bigger markets, right? Like your metropolitan markets are banging right now, man, in terms of the real estate market. Crazy right now. Crazy. My question, man, found the setting. Oh, nice. Yeah, again, I couldn't think of like where it was at right on top of my head, man. Real estate investor, Jason, 100%. Exactly, DJ. That's definitely where I'm going to take some of my attendees, man, for sure. Get some of that real estate, more real estate attendees as well. I'm also, once AMC comes back down, obviously I'll have to squeeze. I'll definitely buy some long-term AMC just for gratitude and appreciation, man, towards the whole movement, right? In general. I'm guessing that a lot of people in the channel are probably going to take some of their attendees and buy AMC when it comes back down. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. I'm going to do that, though. I'm doing it, man. Oh, Josh, it's nuts, dude. It's the same thing here in Nashville. You put a house on the market, man, and a day later, you already have like 30 offers that are way above your asking price. It's nutty, dude. You can, Trevor. Yeah, man. You can right here. If you sign up with this, well, that's a public app. My bad. So if you guys want public, that's an awesome platform, but you can do so right here, yes. You can sign up right there, man, and transfer over. Yeah, I honestly think everybody should have a real estate license. No matter what, dude. Even if you're just looking to get like, or maybe to get into like the real estate market just for like a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 houses a year. You'll be amazed, man, by how much money you have just to throw into the market. It definitely takes work, 100%. Guys, we ended at $31.90, man. That number might change a little bit, obviously, as webull gets numbers in. We can see that be up a little bit more or whatever. Now, what you're seeing right here, guys, in aftermarket hours is some people selling off a little bit because of that push up. I think we'll start seeing this turn back around and go right back up, though. But don't be worried about this red candy. This red candy right here. Now, obviously, as well, we're going to see volume drop off in aftermarket hours, probably. Don't be surprised about that either. See, we're already starting to see that get balled back up again. We're already back up almost to close. At 31.90 right there. We're going to bounce around. Maybe go above that, though. Maybe go right above it. Yo, Barbershop. Love you, brother. Love you, man. I'll leave the company. No way I'll leave the company. Exactly, Mr. Ryan. I'm definitely going to buy some on the way back down for sure. Well, you could get your brokerage, right? You can get your brokerage and some of that. You can also get it to where you could, buy and sell your own houses, right? So you could buy like a fixer-upper, correct? And either 1, rent it out, which is a good thing to do, or 2, fix it up a little bit and sell your own and not have to worry about paying those 3 or 4% fees because you already have your own license. So you almost kind of pay yourself that money at that point. And again, it does take a little bit of time to get your license, but I mean, it's worth doing, I think. I think it's always worth doing. Real estate in general is worth doing it forever. Yeah, we had a great day today, man. I think tomorrow's going to be another great day. Is it a good buy to buy in at the $30 price range? I mean, obviously, yeah, it's $2 below where it's at right now at 31. So if you want to put a buy order in and see what happens, it could, right? Now, we might not, you know what I mean? I'm not saying we're going to go down to 30 because we could see this thing just continue launching upwards. Yeah, we had a lot of volume today too, man. Yeah, our volume today, guys, right now currently is at 473 million volume. Sweet Jeebus. And I know somebody in the chat's like, that's not got that 400 million or 800 million out the other day. I get you. But that day was nuts anyway. We were at like 40+%. Honestly, man, seeing volume numbers above 400 million is still nutty to me. Still really, really good to me. Yeah, right now, guys, if you guys are buying for the squeeze, obviously right now is not a bad time to be buying for squeeze. Now, obviously, you would say maybe different if you're buying in for the long term. Obviously, when you get towards the top, when everybody sells and you sell, and then you buy back on the bigger dip once the squeeze is over. The squeeze hasn't even started yet, though. For you guys asking, the squeeze has not started. I do want to make that clear. The squeeze has not started. So I do want to make that clear at the end of the day. And if you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button below. If you're not a sub, make sure to hit the sub button. Love to have you guys come back and hang out. Be a part of the family you have over here, man, on the channel. Do you think Adam Aaron knew Mudrick was going to day trade them? I don't know if he knew that or not. I think Adam was just trying to get liquidity, man. That way they can, 1, pay off some more debt, and 2, get to where they can buy some of those theaters, man, like Pacific and others. That way they can generate more income with the market, with everything opening back up. I think that's what he was going on. I don't think he meant anything like malicious or something by that. No, if that's what you're asking. No, I don't think that. Now, I honestly don't think he knew what they were going to do with the shares. But it doesn't matter because they sold the shares and now we bought them back up, right? What's it matter at that point? Yo, what's up, Tim? Hope you're having a great day, brother. When Squeezy, when the first hedge fund tries to, hit the domino, man, and dominoes fall, right? You'll know when the squeeze starts, guys. You'll be able to see the shares returned. So look at shares returned, guys. You'll see that shares return number be very, very large compared to the shares borrowed. And you'll see that day after day. That's when you'll know we're in the squeeze. That's like the number one thing to know, like you were in the squeeze at that point. I give up on a poop after 10 minutes, man. But I've been holding this squeeze since January. Hey, Jeremy, man, you got those strong diamond hands, man. All that means, bro, all that means, man, is that that sphinxter isn't gold. It isn't diamond, bro. You got to get that diamond sphinxter. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. I'm going to get banned off YouTube talking about sphinxters. Jesus Christ. How much do you need to day trade on? Well, if you're talking about like continually day trade, that's a rule across the whole market, man, which is 25,000. You can do so many trades a week on multiple platforms. You have to have $25,000 to be able to day trade all the time, though, without limits. So you can do so many limits a week up till certain. I can't remember the exact number, but if you have a $25,000 dollar portfolio or $25,000 in your portfolio altogether, then you can day trade as much as you want. Those are rules, right? Those are actual FTC rules. Can you enable closed captioning so I can read while I'm working with clients? Yo, what's up, Tim? I don't know how to even enable those, honestly. I don't even know how to even enable them. Let's see. Are they even here? I thought there was closed cache. Can you hit the little CC button down there? I thought they were even already on. I'll have to look at it later for sure. Should I buy AMC stock with my individual account or Roth IRA? I mean, you can do it with either one, Murdoch. I mean, you can only put up to $6,000 in your Roth IRA, obviously, a year. Yo, what's up, Welch? What's up, man? What is up, dude? Yo, Matt, man, Matt killed it today, dude. He went up on Fox, bro, just smacking it. Backhanding everybody, bro. Yeah, throwing it down for Ape Nation. Yo. Where did my top go? My top. Probably need to drink a lot of water, honestly. If you're rocking aftermarket so they don't get circuit breaker, LOL, dude. I mean, it could, right? They definitely could start rocketing big time. And I think that would bleed over into tomorrow, and then also probably continue bleeding over into tomorrow's intraday trading. Yo, you're welcome. You're welcome, P. Yo, Pete Train, you're welcome, brother. Where do you find? Okay, wait a second. Where do I find that share info to know when the squeeze is at? Well, you can look at Ortex and other things. Like if you guys don't have enough money to pay for Ortex, Ortex has been honestly updating a lot. There's obviously other programs out there. Ortex is one of the cheaper ones to find those info. They don't have the whole market. You know what I mean? You have to pay a lot more money for certain places to see the full market, but you have a good 90+% of the market there that they have info access to. So if you go over here to like Ortex's, we'll bring it up real quick. Ortex does a really good job though, man, of updating. And what you want to look at, man, is like shares returned versus shares, borrowed here. And this right here is different things. This is only 11th though. I wonder how much money it says today alone. Jesus, guys. Okay, AMC, GME, Invis, and BBB. Short sellers has lost $1 billion today. Oh, RIP, man. Last and smart money, man. LOL. I had to do it, chat. I had to do it, man. But you'll see these shares borrowed versus shares returned, and then right now we've seen these shares returned being way above. Like earlier on the AMC earlier. Where was this at? This is AMC earlier today, 5 hours ago. We had 2.29. Right now, there's currently almost like 4 million shares borrowed versus almost right at 1 million shares returned, which means you almost have 4x shares being borrowed. which means they're being shorted. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, Matt slated today, man, on Fox, bro. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome, honestly. Yo, what's up, Mason? What up, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, if you guys go retweet this, man. Right there. Do we sell during or after the squeeze? I mean, everybody's gonna have their own thing there. I would honestly just pay attention to short, where the shorts are at, like how much short interest is there. Also pay attention to how many shorts are getting borrowed, how many shorts are being returned. There's lots of different scenarios you could do. Right, so some people will start selling towards the top of the squeeze and then sell on the way down. I don't think there's any bad and wrong answer there, because you're going to make money either way. Now, obviously, not everybody can sell at the very tip top of the train, right? It's just very impossible for that to happen at the end of the day. But as long as people continue to diamond hand, this thing's going to go up as far as we want it to go up. We just got to have people continue diamond hand. It's almost like a trust system. Hopefully that makes sense, man. We just got to trust everybody else. Right now, we haven't even started the squeeze, though. So if you guys are wondering, right now we're at $32.12. This hasn't even started a squeeze. This isn't the squeeze at all. This right here is more of a retail push. I think tomorrow we could definitely see above $36 and maybe hit 40. That'd be nice, young. That'd be very nice. Now, obviously, if they start buying back in tomorrow, we're going to be way above $40. Way above it, man. Way, way above it. Yo, Noah, yeah, I actually used to play some Destiny. Yeah, man. I did. I've had a couple people notice me that way. It's pretty crazy. I'd argue that it has started. You'd argue that it has started. It may not be the gun blast, but the squeeze has begun. Are you talking about the retail squeeze, so to say? Because right now we're seeing 4x the amount of shorts, coming in the market than coming back, right? So to me, that would explain to me that we haven't started that side of the squeeze yet. Personally, you don't start seeing the bigger squeeze though, other than right now, obviously being a retail push, until you start seeing them buy back in. I don't think you're going to see people selling by Friday. No, I don't think you're going to see that. I think we're going to continue to see AMC be volatile, right? We're going to see definitely see some volatility in the market, 100%. But I think I don't know if we're going to start seeing the hedge funds start buying in by Friday. We could, we definitely could, but I don't think the majority are going to be bought back in, if that makes sense. Yo, if you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button below. It definitely helps out. I'd love to have you guys be a part of the family here. If you guys aren't a sub, make sure you guys hit the sub button. Come back, hang out, man. We do live coverage on lots of stuff. Plenty of stocks. Even some crypto tools. Right. Well, Friday wasn't. I mean, Friday really wasn't a down. I mean, it was down 1.4%, down 40 cents. Friday, the AMC was down 40 cents compared to Thursday. But we knew Friday was going to be it was going to be a day where we got more shorts, lots more shorts in the market, because we had a 3-day weekend. So you had a lot of FUD in the market as well. You had swing traders that are swing trading the stock for the weekly swing, selling out as well. So that's very common for that to happen, though. It's very, 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 very common. Have you heard anything about the squeeze or halving on crypto in August? Well, what we should start seeing, man, going into the summer is crypto markets start to rebound. Because you're going to start seeing FUD start to calm down at that point. So going into summer, what I mean by that is like late June, going into July, I think you'll start seeing lots of crypto markets going right back up. Right now, it's definitely consolidating more in the crypto markets overall, but kind of like what we've seen happen in the stock market, right? Stock market, we started seeing the downturn in the stock market in February, but we've had a lot more FUD, man, with CPI data and stuff that lasts a lot longer than what the FUD was that's going to last in crypto markets. So was that large red candle? Yes. Well, not midday. No, that was earlier. That was earlier today. That bigger red candle we seen earlier today. Let's see, where we end today on NEO real quick. We ended today at 42.47. GameStop ended at 248.96. Currently up there as well. We're staying pretty close right here. You can honestly tell too, man. We get close to midday and then we get over to aftermarket hours. Obviously, you start seeing a lot of this volume calm down. And then after about an hour into the aftermarket hours, that's when you really start seeing volume start coming down because you only have certain places you can sell, like Webull and others. Whereas Robinhood, you can't do anything at that point because it's after the hour mark. I think unless you have gold, maybe. I can't really remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I used Robinhood. The bigger candlestick this morning for them, man, was earlier today. Was earlier today as well. They got this push up and then it sell back down over here. And this right here was 16 million as well. So that was a pretty big candlestick if that's what you're talking about. Just hold on, guys. Hold on, man. Let's see. I seen a comment that he was up Friday. He must have meant all week. So that will jack up a stock buy. Yeah. Well, they got 8.5 million shares, DJ. They bought 8.5 million shares, right? That were in reserve. They bought those from AMC themselves, and then they sold them for a profit, right? But honestly, I'm not worried about that point because that let us, as general, be able to buy those. Now, we've probably seen hedge funds buy some of those as well and short them. But hey, you know what that means though, guys? They're going to have to buy those shares back in later because they're going to have to buy back in eventually. And that's going to push the price up even higher. Can it go to 10 to 20K? It can honestly, you know, the numbers are there for 100K though. And the reason why I say that is, I know a lot of you guys are going to laugh about that. We are the ones who name the price. As long as we diamond hand and don't sell, we name the price, right? You name the price there. So it's, I mean, honestly, it's not a lie that it could go above that. The numbers are there. We own the float. We have the numbers, man. We tell them when to buy back in and where they can buy back in. Those numbers aren't like crazy. Now, obviously, you're betting on other people holding, right? You're betting on other people holding the shares and not selling them. I'll give you that. So you guys that are skeptical, you're definitely, I get what you're saying. Like you're betting on, you know, Jim Bob next door holding his shares, right? So I get what you're saying. You're obviously gonna have some paper hands. But I honestly feel like the mass majority of people are gonna be holding no matter what. Now, obviously, greed does start setting in once you get up a lot of money. I will agree there as well. I will agree there, man. But again, we own the stock. They have to buy back in. We name the price they buy back in at. Now, I want the stock to go as high as it can go, man. I don't really want to name a price because at the end of the day, nobody knows where the price is going to go to realistically. Because at the end of the day, if we hold and continue to hold, the higher the stock goes. And I think we all want the stock to go as high as it can go. So maybe putting good vibes in your chat, everybody actually holds, man, to some crazy stock price. What happens if AMC continues to issue new shares? What do you mean by issue new shares? Now, AMC had those shares today in reserve, if that's what you're talking about. We haven't had another vote on those shares. They did have that 40 million, was it 43 million shares, put into the stock market. But at the end of the day, it actually helped the stock though. Because if they're diluting stock shares into the market and they're actually doing good things with those shares, and we're buying those shares up and holding them, it really doesn't matter that much at that point. Yeah, you're gonna have shorts that are shorting some of those shares. Exactly. Yes, I get what you're saying. But eventually, those shares are going to have to get bought back into. It's going to create a bigger squeeze. But it also allows AMC to pay off debt. They can buy other theater companies like Pacific and others, which obviously brings in more money. It's not a bad thing at the end of the day either. It's not like it's totally stupid. It's not like the money's going to nothing. It just makes for better fundamentals for the stocks. I get what you guys are saying, though. I get it, man. But I'm not going to look at it from a bad point of a bad point of view. You guys that'll be here a lot longer know that I like to look at things in terms of a, so to say, positive light, right? I like to put a positive spin on most things. Because a lot of times, man, when you put a negative spin on a lot of things, sometimes that can just eat away at your brain. And then you just become a negative person in general about every little thing. And AMC paying off debt, bringing in more income is not a bad thing for the stock. All I want is Paul Walker's GTR Skyline. I mean, AMC Moon. I mean, that's not a bad thing to want. That's definitely not a bad thing to want, man. That's for darn sure. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. 100%. Yo, I hope everybody had a great day today, though. We did finish up 22.66% today. Aftermarket hours are aftermarket hours, guys. Again, aftermarket hours, you can see lots of things. You can see stocks going down, up, down, up, down, up. Usually after the first hour, that's when like most places you can't buy and sell anymore. Obviously, you have Webull and a couple other places where you can buy and sell after that first hour in aftermarket hours. A lot of times then you see a little bit more buying pressure. So right now, having a little bit downturn here and there, it's not that big of a deal. And it's aftermarket hours. I like looking at intraday because that's when you see most traders are in intraday as well. Not saying, again, that you can see a push or a squeeze start in aftermarket hours or pre-market, because sometimes you do, and that'll bleed in over to the market hours intraday, and that's when you start seeing the hedge funds buy back in. You start seeing us get suspended. That could definitely happen any day. We don't necessarily have to have those, you know, have to know the share count or have to know, you know, certain things for the squeeze to start. It definitely helps us, though, know how many synthetics and everything are out there. Yo, Samuel, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. The Cybertruck, dude. Honestly, I just want like a Rivian truck or maybe a, you know, maybe one of Li Auto's trucks too, man. Li Auto's trucks are pretty banging. Though I have to like import that from China. But I definitely get a Li Auto, 100%, man. Truck is banging. It's nice. But as somebody who does love some Tesla, and I have a lot of stock in Tesla. Hey, I wouldn't mind having one of those either. Then I would probably just get it wrapped. I'd probably get like a Halo, theme wrap and wrap it. If I bought one, if I bought like a Cybertruck, I'd probably get a Halo theme wrap and just go with it. But why not? Yeah, AMC had an amazing day today, Tips. AMC had an amazing day today. It was glorious. And look, guys, I mean, so far, we bring this out to the hour chart. Like, man, look at this, guys. Just in the past week, we went from 12 bucks all the way up to 32. All the way up to 32. And remember on Friday, everybody kept saying Monday we're going to go right back down to like 18 or 20 bucks. The FUD was real, guys. The FUD was real. So... FUD was a real, man. we all, I mean, honestly, all of us knew that was going to happen, though. A lot of us knew, man. We ain't stupid. We's not stupid. I think minimum every day, like, you know, Motley Fool writes like 2 bad articles every day about AMC. 1623 Capital out here going hard, bro. Oh, you're finally positive on AMC. My average is 29. Yo, Kevin, hey, man. You in the positive, bro. The positive can be way, way more, though. Yo, we really out here, Arthur. Exactly, man. We really out here. Yo, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to anybody who's hit the like button today. Anybody who's hit the sub button. Those things mean a lot. I appreciate it. Shout out to the few people who's donated it as well. I do appreciate you guys tremendously. I do want to remind anybody that's just came into the channel that we are, you know, obviously me and Nicole will be taking my grandmother to the mountains this week. Tomorrow through the 6th. I am taking my laptop. I'll be pumping out videos from March to the 2nd through the 5th. We come back that Saturday. If you guys don't know, obviously, my grandmother has terminal cancer, so it's one of the things she wants to do one last time before, you know, obviously things get too bad. So we're gonna be. I am taking a laptop. I did, you know, make sure we got a condo. That we had really good internet, so I'll still be working. But just know, man, that when you see me from a new setting, that's where I'm at for a few days. For a few days, Mom. We're not going to be doing anything crazy there, but she wants to go to a couple spots from last time, man. On the mountainside there, I also go to Caves Cove, which is a little, you know, old community on the side of the mountain as well. Let's see, man. Hey, Jay, what's up? I really hope you had fun. Yo, yo, thanks, Ethan. I mean, I'll have fun because I get to spend some time with my grandmother, man, before, you know, obviously things get really, really bad. So, moments I'll cherish for a long time. Moments I'll cherish for a long, long time, man. So, and she gets to spend some time with the kiddos, too. I like how they show on news, desperately forget about AMC. These two stocks, dude, they do it, though, man. Paz, they do it, man, because it brings in lots of views. I mean, it is what it is, right? And a lot of times, a lot of these places have ties, man, to, you know, other places, aka people that are pretty much hedging AMC right now. Yo, thanks, Marvin. Thanks, brother. Look at Neo. I mean, Neo's doing great today. I've been watching Neo. You guys know me, man. I've been buying into Neo, man, since it was like, you know, sub $10 last year. So sub $10 last year. My first buy in Neo, we should have got in earlier. Was right under $6. I mean, I bought a lot of Neo. We're definitely down from obviously those January highs, but I like my EV plays. But again, I'm very long term on those plays. I don't see me selling any Neo or Tesla or Xpeng or any of those for probably for the next 5, 10 plus years, right? Unless I absolutely need it. I'm just going to continue to stranglehold them for as long as I can stranglehold it. You know? Gonna death grip them. Well, what do you think about AMC share count tomorrow? I mean, I guess we'll start seeing the true numbers, right, eventually, which is good. I want to start seeing at least, you know, certain ends there. I was going to make a joke until you mentioned terminal cancer. Yeah, she has terminal bone cancer, so the doctors are giving her a few months to live. Christian, it's all good, man. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Don't worry about it. Again, it's very hard to make me, like, honestly mad at the end of the day. I try to look over people's comments. Like, I am a dad, right? I have 3 kids. I'm a very upbeat, more positive person. I don't like to dwell on somebody's negativity, so I usually don't give it the time of day. If I do, it's usually just making fun of somebody and then, you know, bopping them for a little bit. A lot of times, man, some of your biggest haters sometimes become some of your biggest fans, right? Or they'll start becoming, like, big fans of AMC and other things. So all you gotta do, man, is show some gratitude in life and upbeat, positive vibes, man. You never know what somebody else is going through. And sometimes people just like to lash out, right? Yeah, Doge has been going up today because of that Coinbase news. Again, I do think right now, obviously, maybe a little bit more... we'll see what happens, obviously, when it gets listed. And see if it stays up there. Well, sounds like they had a good life. Oh, yeah, my grandmother had an amazing life, Stan. She's definitely done her dues, man, in life, for 100%. Again, I'm not, you know, obviously I don't want to lose my grandmother. I mean, again, she's like my second mom. She's the one that took me and my sister and my mom in, you know, when we were living in a homeless shelter, right? My mom got cancer for the second time, so her and my grandfather helped us out a ton. You know, my grandfather passed away from throat cancer. It was really rough on me back then, right? I was 21 years old. So this is going to be rough on me as well, but, you know, hey, it's life, and you got to move on, and what it is, man. Have you looked into the Joe Tippins story of how he cured his terminal cancer dog dewormer? Something to look into, Alice. I feel you. There's all kinds of like weird stories out there. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of weird stories out there. Again, she's 80 years old, man. You know what I mean? Pretty old. Oh Lord. Okay. Navy snapping? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, guys, I'm watching Navy as well on my phone, so I'm gonna pull Navy up real quick. Nicole's got a doctor's thing today, just like on her phone. So I'm gonna pull Navy up on my phone. Navy's sleeping, she's taking a nap. Navy's my 1-year-old daughter, by the way. If you guys don't know, again, I have 3 kids, so I gotta pull Navy up on the cam real quick. Navy's napping, so Nicole's like, I forgot I had a doctor's appointment. Like, oh, rip. Thank goodness it was at home, though. It's just on the phone. Oh, it probably lasts like 30 minutes or so, but I'm going to watch her, too, on the side over here. So if you guys are wondering if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I'm looking at her camera. Dad life, chat. Dad life, man. Navy cam, dude. Navy cam. Yeah, she's passed out right now, bro. She's definitely like this. Gone, man. She's wasted. Hey, thanks for streaming, man. Can you please talk about sense into more... wait a second. Okay. Can you please talk about some sense into my fudging coworkers, man? Is 20K possible? In your honest... 20K is possible because we own the float, so we own the price, right? Currently, we also don't know how many synthetic shares are there either, right? But we own... They have to buy back in when we tell them to buy back in at. So obviously, the price will go as high as we want it to go. So 20K is definitely possible. As long as we don't have people paper handing. So you're pretty much right now, we're counting on the buddy system, right? We're counting on you, me, everybody to be hodling. At the end of the day, I think everybody's going to make money on AMC, though. I think everybody's going to make money on AMC. Oh, Lord. Well, she'll probably call my phone then. Oh, here she is. All right, I got my mom calling too, guys. This is busy times. Hello? Hi. Working? What are you doing? Wow. For medicine? Oh, all right. Oh, okay. What did you need, though? What did you need? Yeah, I can come down and help you get the air conditioner out. Yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah. I got you. Yeah, I'll help you get the air conditioner in that. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Well, yeah. Right now I'm streaming. So after I get on this, I'll probably film a video and then come down here and help you get the air conditioner out. Yeah, yes. Call me when you get back, and I'll head down there real quick and help you get the air conditioner out. All right. All right. Bye. All right. Sorry, guys. Dad, I had to do sun time too right there. So I got dad life, sun time, everything going on. I have to go help my mother later get an air conditioner out. You can't pick it up, man. My mom's disabled, by the way. So you guys don't know. That sounds interesting, boys and girls. Bro, love the openness and such family, man. The advice time. Yo, you're welcome. Hey, Dustin, man. I mean, I'm pretty much, you guys know me. I ain't trying to hold anything from or hide anything from anybody, bro. I'm a family guy, man. So, you know, my mom and, you know, my mom, my grandmother, you know, my wife, the kids, man, are... they're all life to me, dude. I told her yesterday I'd help her come get an air conditioner. Or they have like a little air conditioner unit in this little outbuilding, right? So it's down at my grandmother's house. They have a little outbuilding, and their air conditioner went out. So I told my mom I'd give them another air conditioner, so I gotta go help them get the air conditioner, and then pack it to the building, and then put the new air conditioner in the building. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Yo, apes together, strong together. I agree, man. Sorry, I was on the phone though. Right there, the guys. Dad life, family time, really quick. 100% though, man. 100%. Can you give advice to beginners? What kind of advice you looking for, Samantha? What kind of advice? There's lots of advice we can go on. That's the reason why. Can you narrow it down? Narrow it down. I can definitely, you know, pop you off some. Bought 4 shares of those 8 million holders. Let's go, dude. Let's go, Argos. Let's go, man. Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. Yeah, I actually bought some more shares this morning, man, on that Argos sale. When they popped those, well, when they sold those off right there. Good old Mudrick, man. The Mudrick. What's with this? Mudrick sells entire AMC staff. That was this morning, by the way, Axel. So Mudrick got shares, obviously 8.5 million shares from AMC. And then they sold them at a higher price, correct? Now, Mudrick said it's overpriced. Now, if Mudrick's looking at it from a fundamental standpoint, then I can see them saying that, which may be what they were doing. But at the end of the day, man, they sold off. Doesn't matter because it's over now. We've already been buying those shares back up. All that means to us is we bought more shares. We're holding more shares. If people were to buy those shares and they shorted some of them, it doesn't matter because guess what that means? That means there's more shares for them to have to buy back into the market, right? So it's honestly not a bad thing, man. It's not a bad thing about that. There's a lot of fun about it right now. I'm doing a video later on the Mudrick stuff. So if you guys, again, hit the sub button. If you're not a sub, hit the little bell notification. I'll be going over Fudrick. I'm going to call it Fudrick. Honestly, that's what I'm going to call it for now. I'll go over Fudrick and their whole thing there. It plays in nicely to the video today. And I'll probably have like at least a good 4 to 5 minute segment in there, man, of what they've done and how it really doesn't affect the stock right now. It's not that big of a deal. They did sell, but again, that was this morning. They already sold those shares. So right now, it doesn't even matter. So the price point right now has already been bought above that. You've seen the dip this morning happen, though, live. You've seen it. We dipped all the way down here to 28.53 off that dip, and they sold. And right now, currently, we're right at 32 bucks in the aftermarket hours. But again, intraday for me is where I like to look at mostly for the stock's going to be at. Not saying you can't start seeing the squeeze in aftermarket hours or pre-market hours. Most of the time, that's us pushing it. And then you'll have shorts start trying to cover going into market hours, which pushes even higher. That definitely can happen. But I'm definitely looking more at the intraday levels on that end. According to Scuttlebutt Citadel, just invested in Mudrick. Yes, well, yeah, Mudrick, Citadel does have like a 5% stake in Fudrick. I love Fudrick. I love the name now. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier, man. Mudrick, Fudrick, you know. But yeah, they do. They do. You're very correct there. You're very, 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 very correct. They do own a 5% stake. Citadel does own a 5% stake in Fudrick. Let's see here, man. But is holding just 3? I mean, hey, man, 3 shares are better than no shares, right, Shirtle? Hey, man, 3 shares better than no shares. You won't see me hating, man. You won't see me hating, brother. Now, if you want to buy more, you can buy more too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, I said this earlier, man. Whether you're holding 1 or 10,000 shares, hey, man, you're part of the community, brother. You can afford what you can afford, and if somebody hates on you, then screw them, right? They're not part of the movement. You're not part of the movement at that point. You're definitely not part of the movement. God, I don't want to get into politics, man. Politics are for the devil. For the love of God. Like people like have to pick one of the other sides. I'm definitely more of a my own kind of person. I'm definitely not a middle. I'm like more of a middle kind of person myself. Politics aren't for me, man. Not for me, dude. Too much hate and like validity in that in that stuff for myself, man. Just not for me. Do you think there could ever be a split? What, buddy? I don't know if there is any. Well, go look real quick and bring it here. Be quiet though, CC's sleeping. That's Cedar, by the way, man. Cedar's been playing Fortnite, chat. He's been slaying on the Fortnites. Been going in. He's been slaying it. Straight been slaying everything, bro. For you guys that are asking me, I've had a couple people ask so far what I'm using. I am using Webull, by the way, chat, which is right there. You sign up with those get 2 free shares. You put 18 or you put $100 in, worth up to $1,800. You sold, Dustin. Why would you sell, dude? Hey, go right ahead though, man. You be my guest. We'll buy those shares and hold them for you, then, brother. Your diamond hands have failed us. Oh, stay out of the screen, boy. Get over here. Nobody's to see your little nipples. I don't know if it's even. Can I even show, like, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I guess. Well, I mean, I mean, Kevin did the other day in his live stream, so whatever. I mean, he had Jack running around, man, with like a... he had Jack running around with no shirt on, so whatever, bro. Good old Kevin, man. Good old Kevin. Cedar! I'm not trying to get banned, man. Sorry, guys. Cedar, come here, buddy. All right. Well. You know what? Hey. Cedar gone, man. He'll come back at some point. What's my outlook on Canopy growth? Like long term, I think it's great. Short term, man, cannabis market's been getting smacked up and down, right? Short term, Canopy growth's been getting smacked. I think long term they'll be perfectly fine. I think Canopy growth is like a $30 stock. I think Canopy growth is like a $30 stock in a good market. Long term though, you can buy into Canopy growth in long term right now and be perfectly fine and make lots of money. I don't know where Cedar's at. Cedar wanted food and he drops off food and he doesn't even get it. Take it easy, Cedar. What? Ugh. What is on your... Why are they wet? Oh my goodness. Take these to Cedar. Kids are crazy, dude. You kids are crazy. Alright, Jack. Dad, like. Oh, buddy? I got you. Sorry, guys. I'm dad live here, live on stream. Getting later in the day, and Nicole is at her doctor's appointment, so I'm trying to dad life. I got 3 kids. Yeah, for some reason, man, I guess he's been licking his hands and he touched the bag. The darn bag was like soaked or something, man. What the bag is that? Live it up to the 6-year-old life. You know what I mean? Is it too late? No, you're not too late to the party, Burn. Let's see it, man. I was too late to this party and made my first 2 deposits on webull on Friday. Well, the problem is you're not late on the party at all because we haven't even started the squeeze yet. The squeeze hasn't even started yet. So you can't really be late to the party without a squeeze, you know what I mean? Now you've had the price being pushed up by the retail investors, 100%. So maybe you're talking about that. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding, but we haven't had any bigger funds buying back in. They've literally continued to short the stock. Right? Has Ortex said anything yet? Let me check on Ortex. Their last thing was 30 minutes ago. So Ortex says that short sellers lost $1 billion today in AMC, GME, Invis, and BBB. Now, obviously, they lost, more money other places, especially like Neo and others that have went up. If that makes sense. Webull is showing AMC close value at 3204. Oh, yeah. So this number is going to change a little bit due to obviously them getting the numbers in because right at the market you have lots of buy sells. This number usually will change a little bit. And remember, guys, different brokers can have different edge. Now let's look up AMC. What is yeah. So if you go to over here, man, 3204 should be the closing. If that's what you're asking, you can go over here and double check that on the close over here as well. Which again was up $5.94 from Friday's closing, 22.76%. And just in the past 5 days, we've been up like what? The past 5 days, we've been up 135%, guys. 135%. $31.70 on Robinhood. That's weird. I don't know. That is weird though. It's only $31.70 on Robinhood. I'll trust the Yahoo stock and then or the market summary and Webull on that end. I think 3204. Usually both of those, if they're both, you know, up together, they're usually pretty correct. So I'm gonna go with that. Going with that, man. Yeah, we got in at 14. I told you guys, man, buying under 14 or under the $15 mark was really, really good. One, for long term, you know, and two, just for the squeeze in general. Price prediction for tomorrow, I think we continue going up, man. From what I've seen, anyway, I don't see us having a pullback. I definitely think we can definitely hit 36 bucks tomorrow. As long as we're not selling, because again, we own a lot of these stocks, right? As long as we're not being big sellers, I honestly don't think so. We're gonna see a fallback. Right now, you're also seeing right here, volume's gonna be lower right now. You got aftermarket hours. Now we'll see volume start tripping down even more because you're gonna see places drop off, like Robinhood. You can't sell after an hour. You know, things like that will definitely start dropping off a little bit. Because then you only have like Webull and certain little platforms where you can buy and sell 4 hours after market, 4 hours before market. Market is closed for AMC, but it's open for BBB. What do you mean? Why on Webull it shows market is closed? What do you mean? Market closed. Well, you're in aftermarket hours right now. Are you talking about this? I mean, you're talking about after right here? I don't know. I can bring BBB up and look at BBB if that's what you're asking. And for the people asking, man, I am using Webull right there. And again, if you guys haven't hit the follow button, make sure you guys hit the follow button. If you're not a sub, or the like button, I mean, not the follow button. If you're not a sub, hit the sub button as well, dude. Awesome. I'm gonna close this door. You're just playing Fortnite, man. So, you know, it gets crazy when you're playing Fortnite, chat. It's crazy, man. He's telling people to go back to the lobby in there. Oh, you need, chat. He's the one who's being he's the one, man, over here being, you know, crazy. He's being banned for violence, not me. Just here for justice down the hedges, yo, dude. That's the reason why I got into. That's the reason why I got into AMC, man. Back in January, I've been in other squeezes before, guys, where I bought in just because I wanted to, you know, hopefully, you know, cost the hedge funds some money. I hate hedge funds, man. I hate that they try to hedge a stock so far down that kind of, you know, bankrupts the company, so to say. What they want to do, they want to, you know, drown out a company, man. They want to drown it out. There's been other companies, you know, before AMC, and there'll be companies after AMC, and I'll probably continue to jump in on those boats just to, you know, try to cause them loss in money. As bad as that sounds, man. You know, whatever, man. Deposits can range from what? Yeah, it depends on it. Honestly, guys, deposits depend on your bank. So if you're using an ACH transfer, it's going to take a lot longer because your bank usually takes around 3 to 5 days for an ACH transfer. Now, obviously, the longer you're on a platform, the more they'll be trusting and give you a lot more credit, so to say. But remember, man, when you're buying on those, you're kind of buying on margin because that money's not in your account all the way yet. Now, your chances of getting margin called are very low on that point because usually the broker knows the money's going to get into your account. But again, if you're using ACH transfers, it depends on your bank. Some banks are faster than others. Some places are faster than others. And obviously, if you wire transfer, it's, you know, it's pretty much the same day, but everything's different. Yeah, I think that too, Arthur. I think right now you're seeing some AMC like consolidation and aftermarket hours. It is aftermarket hours. Again, I'm looking more at intraday anyway in terms of, like, you know, bigger movements right now. I'm looking at intraday unless they start buying back in, then you're going to see a lot going on. Just let you log in. I mean, you can PM them, right, Brian? That's weird. It doesn't let you log in though. If you send them an email as well. Make sure you put it on the urgent emails category, because if not, you might take you like a, you know, 5-6 days, because I don't know how heavy those guys are under, you know, right now from a lot of people. They're in a panic from retail not selling. Exactly, Dylan. They are, man. I'm not invested in BlackBerry. No, I'm not. I'm not invested there, but you know, hopefully people that are invested in BlackBerry makes lots of money. You know, I think that's the goal. I think that's the goal overall. Hopefully people make lots of money, man, on those things. I'm not in on a lot of plays I'm sure some of you guys are in. And it's not that I just don't like to play. It's just I'm already spread out a lot anyway. I have 72 individual stocks I own, right? So right now AMC's my bigger, like, you know, short squeeze play, and it's going to continue to be that. Again, not saying anything against, you know, GME or BlackBerry or anything you guys are interested in. GME is my main focus on that end. Hopefully that makes sense. Doesn't mean I don't want you guys to make money though, because I want everybody to make lots of money. That's the reason why I made my channel. Yeah, if you guys want to join our Discord channel, man, Discord's free to join. Awesome people to hang out in Discord. We have over 1,600 people on our Discord channel. Love to have you guys be a part of Discord. There's a link right there. Join on up, man. We're always in there talking. We've got memes and all kinds of stuff in there, man. We're always having fun. And again, anybody's welcome. All I ask, man, is to be a you know, a nice member of society, aka in the channel. Over there, don't be a hateful person, so to say. Probably buying more soon, hoping for another decent discount dip, courtesy of the hedges. And we can definitely see some little dips here and there, 100%, man. That's definitely not out of the ordinary. But I think any dip's going to be, you know, hit with a lot of resistance going back up once we hit certain limits. Why is Doge going up? Because they're going to Coinbase soon in the next, like, what, 2 or 3 days. Starting with Coinbase Pro first, and then working their way up through Coinbase as well. So you're going to see a lot of pushes in Doge. In the Doge, man. And I'm still diamond handing my Doge. I've been doing that though for a long time now. I don't really see too much change in that one. Anyway, yeah, I do appreciate everybody being here, man, hanging out. I need to make this channel over here like something different. But make sure if you guys go into our Discord, make sure that you go to the stock section. There's lots of people in the stock section. There's a crypto section as well. If you guys want to talk about cryptocurrencies, all that stuff, man, we're all in there. There's meme section. Hey, we're all talking about all the good stuff in there every day. Right now, people are trying to squeeze BBB too, right? Or BB, I mean, which is BlackBerry. It's kind of it was one of those plays back in January that was squeezed, you know, at Squez. So you're seeing a lot of these stocks that kind of did that back in January do the same thing now. If that makes sense, it's almost kind of repeating itself. Again, I don't have any money in BBB. Like most of my squeeze stuff, my squeeze money, obviously, and things like that are all in AMC right now. Yo, thanks, James. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. And again, shout out to you guys, man. Anybody who's hit the like button today, anybody who's subbed, anybody who's donated, any of those things, man, allow me to support my family in the stream here and continue to grow the stream. Means a lot. AMC high. I don't think AMC is too high. No, I don't think it's too high because again, we haven't had the hedge funds buy back in yet. So what that tells me is we're going to go a lot higher than what we are right now. When hedge funds start buying back in, we're going to go a lot higher. Now, obviously, they have to start buying back in for us to start going that way in terms of more than just retail push. I mean, we can see retail push this thing to $50 alone, or even more, just in the retail push, without even the actual, you know, short squeeze actually even starting. That's the crazy thing about it, man. We can see some crazy numbers in the stock price without even the short squeeze not even starting yet. Well, margin calls definitely can, Jacob. Margin calls could definitely start that. Or another thing that could start that, man, is if one hedge fund, usually like a medium person, it's usually not the very large ones. It's maybe somebody has like 1 million shorts out, right, or something like that, or 500,000. They'll be like, look, we're just going to buy back in before anybody else, right? So they do it secretly before anybody knows. They buy back in, and then you see that first candlestick, man, come up that just suspends the market, right, or suspends AMC. And then after that, you usually see an avalanche of more people trying to cover shorts really quick, trying to beat everybody else, man. And and then you just see this, like, again, man, it's just like everybody trying to fit to the same hole, if that makes sense. We kind of did this yesterday. We kind of did this earlier, I mean, to a jack in a box. Kind of like, think of a jack in a box, right? You have the clown inside. The clown represents the hedge funds. So what happens is, man, you get the hedge funds. Let's just say the clown's alive, and we're pumping the crank, right? We're pumping it, and we have the clowns inside holding the lid down, man. Well, eventually you have enough pressure in there, man, that the clown finally comes out, right? The clown's finally going to come out, and this clown's going to be so big that the clown can't fit out the hole. And you're going to see lots of just bursting out the sides to try to buy back in, honestly. That's like the best thing I can think of right off the top of my head. And the reason why I'm using the clown is obviously, hedge funds think we're dumb money. The hedge funds think we're the dumb money when we're, obviously not dumb money. Clown's so big, dude. I mean, it's true, though, man. Look at them. They're literally doubling down. What do I think about long-term BlackBerry? I mean, honestly, if I was going to get in BlackBerry long-term, I'd like to get in a better price point than right now long-term. Right? So for me, long-term, obviously, you look at Nelson over here, $8, $9. For me, though, honestly, if I was going to be long-term, I'd honestly like to be between $7 and $8 for a long-term play. But it could, honestly, man, if you're long-terming right here, you could definitely still do that 100%. And over the next 5 or so years, you could be way above where we're at right now. But I'd at least like to be somewhere around $8, $9 area for a long-term position, if you can. And it's long-term. I'm not talking about short. I'm not talking about a short or a squeeze position. A squeeze position is a lot different, right? You're not looking at fundamentals. You're not looking at this. You're not looking at that. You're looking at, has this stock being overly, overly just beat down by hedges shorting the shares, right? And trying to kill the company off. Naked, I'm not, for me personally, I'm not putting any money into Naked. No, I'm not. Yo, thanks, Caveman. I appreciate you smacking the like, man. And again, that's not me saying anything bad about people that are on certain things, right? If you guys are on certain liquidities, I'm not in. It doesn't mean that I don't like that liquidity. It just means I'm in other plays that I'm more, convicted in, right? I'm very, very ho-hung, man, on AMC, right? You guys have known this, since January. I've been very ho-hung on it. They've continued to short the stock. Continue. I'm not saying they haven't bought back in any, right? Because we have seen some shares return, but we're seeing 4 or 5x a day being shorted compared to return. And I've also been in the market. Remember, I've been in the stock market for 11 years right at now. So my portfolio is going to be a lot bigger and a lot more spread out than some people's would be that just got into the stock market, say January or February, or even, just last year in March, right? So I have 72 individual stocks I own. So a lot of times I don't like to get into lots of brand new positions unless it's just a really good deal or something like that. Now, again, I will admit that obviously I didn't have any AMC stock until early January, right? When AMC stock was around $4 a share is when I started buying into AMC. But I started buying back in then just to hopefully, cost some hedge funds some money here and there. Because I've been doing that, for the last 5 or 6 years. If a stock is being heavily shorted and there's a movement going on, I'll jump into the stock just to, hopefully cause hedge funds to lose some money at the end of the day, man. Because I hate that they can try to drown out stocks or try to drown out companies, man, because they think they're got lots of money and they can do that. Never been my, thing I like from companies. I've been doing that for 5 or 6 years now. Now, obviously, AMC is definitely a special breed. This is definitely one of the bigger ones I've seen that could definitely blow the lid. Now, obviously, GME did very well back in January. It could have went a lot higher if the markets didn't crumble because of it. 100%. We could have seen GME way over $1,000 a share. It had a 140% float shorted there. And we don't even know about AMC. We don't know, synthetic shares. We don't know anything yet on those numbers. We have guesses, right, or guesstimates. We definitely know it's high. And we do know when they start buying back in, they're going to have to come to us to buy those shares, which means we can set our own price at that point. Stop lying, trying to make money. I mean, obviously you're making money. I mean, that's what happens, Unleashed. I don't think anybody here, man, is saying they're not going to make money. That's what happens on a short squeeze, bro. Let's don't sound stupid. You know what I mean? You cost hedge funds money. You make money off the hedge funds, right? Smart money becomes dumb money, and our dumb money becomes the smart money. That was just a silly comment, man. SLNG news? I mean, when you have a stock up, you're gonna have lots of people like pushing other stocks a lot, though. Yo, what's up, Kelby? Yo, good old Utah, man. Good old Utah is beautiful too. Utah is very, very beautiful, man. Go that's out to there like Wyoming and all those places, getting those mountain regions. Good lord. You still have people over like using heat, man. We're over here in like the 90s over here in like Nashville. You got people over there, man, still like in the 40s. So what stops the market from fumbling the AMC squeezes? Well, obviously right now you're seeing hedges trying to bet that they're going to get bailed out by the market, aka, you know, let's say like people that are holding lots of shares in like Robinhood and others, make to like call liquidity issues again, right? Obviously a lot of people are thinking that's not going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. That could definitely be a wrench in the cogwheel, but it doesn't matter. If they only put a sell button there, it doesn't matter, because if we don't sell anyway, hedge funds are going to buy back in and the price is going to go up. Because hedge funds, man, they have their own private equity places, right? They're not going to shut down that market. They're going to have to buy back in no matter what. As long as we're not selling, we diamond hand, doesn't matter if Robinhood tries to, you know, pull something funky again. Just doesn't matter at that point. AMC goes as high as we want it to go. Jan, AMC goes as high as we want to go, man. We own the float there. We named the price. Buy stocks. Yes, you can buy 4 hours after, 4 hours before. So you have 8 extra hours of stock trading, man, on Webull. Yes. If you guys haven't joined our Discord channel, make sure you guys join Discord right there. There's awesome people in there. I'd love to have you guys. And if you guys are wondering what the link to what I'm using right here, I am using the webull. And if you sign up right now, put $100 in, you get those 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800 right there. I have 4,200 shares in AMC. 4,200 shares, man, with a $10.62 average. I did have right at $8, but I've also bought some of these bigger upswings we've had. It's definitely brought my share count up a little bit. I've started buying in AMC back when it was right over $4 a share, though. Yo, Charles, thanks, man. Thanks, bro. And I'm sure there's people in here a lot more than I do. 100%. Take a couple of days and then I might get screwed. But Webull as far as... Yeah, I feel you there, Dustin. I feel you there, man. The squeeze hasn't started yet at all. So, I mean... At the end of the day, you're always taking risk on those parts. Holy Mr. Warren Buffett. I'm not Warren Buffett. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. I'm rich in love, man, and positivity. Rich in love and positivity, bro. Let's see here. Where's this at? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom. All right, I was pulling up this real quick. FedEx fake ships ammunition transfer 400 to area. Can you buy and sell options until 3 p.m. Central? Yes. Let's see. Explain as high as we want it to go. Explain as high. Well, Dan, as high as we want it to go means it's when we sell, right? So where we set our sells at, they have to buy back in from us, right? Because we own the stock. We own the shares. So as long as we hold, man, and make our own buying price, they have to buy back in where we want them to buy back in at. You know, whether it's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever, 500K, whatever it is, they have to buy back in where we want them to buy back in at. They could, Noble, they could. Usually you see a lot more of that though in the intraday hours though. Yes, no big, yeah, man. So you can buy 4 hours before market, 4 hours after market. You get eight extra hours of trading on Webull, yes, if that makes sense. Let's see, man. Would you sell Doge to get into AMC? I mean, it's up to you. I've had people, man, from the channel, you know, obviously sell some Doge, man, to get into AMC. I mean, it's your money, so I can't tell you what to do with your money, obviously, Psycho. So we've had people, man, that have been in the Doge community that I've been talking about Doge for a long time as well, that have definitely, you know, crossed back and forth. I feel like we have a pretty tight-knit community, man, between the Doge and like AMC and other communities that have pretty much like held truth or both, or a lot of these areas, man, that we've talked about. Are you going to watch the Trades interviews with Adam Aaron on Thursday? Probably, yeah, probably so, Matthew. Probably so, my mom. We definitely have people do it though, Psycho. I'm sure there's people in here right now, man, have done it. Look at it, everything you have for AMC, man. Yo, nice, Keen Sweep. Nice. When do you think AMC will hit 100? Well, either retail pushes above 100, or we'll see 100 really quick, man, if hedge funds start buying back in. It'll be really, really quick. Who wins, Mayweather or Logan Paul? Well, unless Mayweather gets paid off, Mayweather. There's no way Mayweather loses to Logan Paul, bro. Unless he gets paid off, right? If he gets paid a lot of money to just like take one punch like that one guy did, man, and get paid off, then maybe. Yo, Susie, thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you guys, anybody who's subbed today. And anybody's hit the little bell notification, or anybody's hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Again, unless he gets paid off, I don't see Mayweather getting paid off, though. Mayweather just doesn't seem like the type of person to get paid off. You know, like it just doesn't seem that way. Remember, guys, a live stream tomorrow, guys, is going to be kind of funky. I might be on early in the morning for live stream. Again, we're going to be driving to the mountains tomorrow. Obviously, my grandmother, just remember that. So that takes about a 3-hour drive. Once we get there, I'll definitely make a video, though. After we get everything out of the car and get set up and everything, I'll definitely get the laptop out, you know, film a video and all that good stuff. But tomorrow's going to be kind of crazy for me. And then, obviously, you know, going on the next day, then we'll definitely be able to stream and all that stuff as well. Huge reach. I mean, yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying, Quantum. Anything can happen, man. Yo, what's up, King? What's up, brother? Anything can happen, Quantum. I get what you're saying. I just don't think he's going to KO Mayweather. Just don't see it, but maybe, right? There's always a chance. I'm just saying, man, if Mayweather goes in there and he gets punched once or twice, kind of like the last guy did, and he falls over, and they call it quits, I'm just going to say, man, it's rigged, bro. That's rigged. Me personally, man, I just see Mayweather lighting him up. I mean, I'll watch it just to see what happens. But I don't see Mayweather losing. Anything's always possible. David versus Goliath, whatever. I get that Paul is a big reach. I do get what you're saying. Not saying Paul's the worst boxer in the world either. He's definitely decent when it comes to fighting. But a lot of these guys he's been fighting hasn't been like anybody special yet. You ever been rich? All in. I've definitely been broke. I've definitely been broke. I've been in areas where I was, you know, living in homeless shelters. So definitely been broke in my life. I'm definitely not somebody right now that's worried about, like, you know, paying bills 100%. Definitely not me, right? I mean, I live in a house that's paid for. You know, I don't owe any mortgages or anything like that. The places I usually buy, man, are usually with, you know, usually on cash or something like that. So it's definitely not in that way anymore, but definitely been there. And hence the reason why I like to give back a lot to the community, man. Where do you see like where do you see market close? Still trading over here. On medicine? I mean, it's still trading. I don't know. I said the same thing earlier about BB2. Oh, if you're on TradingView, that's probably why. Yeah, if you're on TradingView, guys, TradingView only has certain amounts of stocks that they show pre-market and aftermarket hours. So certain stocks do have pre-market and aftermarket. Some stocks don't on TradingView, though. That's the reason why I always said, man, if you guys want to, again, hey, man, you know, Webull's amazing platform. You have aftermarket. You have the phone. The phone one's really good as well. They just redid the phone app. You know, the app we're using right now, which is a desktop app, it's really well. It's really done well. All those things help, you know, do great. Yo, Stosies, yo, man, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. What is the most realistic price for AMX? Are you talking about, like, are you talking about, you mean AMC? Yes, you mean AMC because the X is right beside the C on the keyboard. Realistic price, man, is wherever we set it at, right? Like, some people will say 1,000, some people will say 10,000, some people will say 100,000. All those prices are definitely doable because at the end of the day, man, we own the stock. They have to buy back in where we sell at. It all depends on where we diamond hand to, right? If we see a lot of people not diamond handing, then obviously that kind of hurts that movement to go to a higher price point. How did I make it out of the shelter, Mara? What do you mean how I made it out of the shelter? Well, I lived in a homeless shelter with my mom and my sister growing up. We left my dad. My dad was a very abusive alcoholic. My mom had cancer twice. So in between having cancer the first time and my mom leaving my dad, you know, after that, and having cancer the second time, we lived in the homeless shelters. And it wasn't like a, you know, a tent shelter by any means, man. But there was like little tiny, you know, tiny rooms, like bunk beds and stuff, you know, with lots of other people. And so we hopped in and out of those, you know, from place to place to place and place. And we finally, my mom got cancer the second time. My mom had a type of ovarian cancer. We moved to my grandparents, right? So we moved to my grandparents. My grandparents lived on a farm. So from the age of about 13 up, you know, I grew up like, you know, baling hay and cutting corn, man, and you know, cutting tobacco and hanging tobacco and all that fun stuff. Some of you guys in the chat know what I'm talking about. The fun days, man. From about 13 all the way up to about 18. I did that a lot. I also saved my money. My grandpa paid me money sometimes and like that, so I saved my money. He taught me how to save money. What I did was I started an eBay business back then. At 16, I started an eBay business. I was buying pallets, which is liquidation, right? I was buying liquidation stuff, which is returns, things like that back in the day. It's very popular. It's still very popular. It's just not as popular as it was back in the day. I'm sure it's still very popular though. Doesn't seem as much here lately, but there's also been a lot of COVID stuff going on as well. But I did start my own eBay business up. I saved that money. I turned that money, man, and took it when I was 18 and bought my first house flip. Took that money, bought another house flip. Continued doing that, man. And so eventually I got into the stock market. And I also started doing stocks and buying and selling stocks, you know, long-term, short-term trades as well. Got more capital, and then about 4 years ago got into the crypto market, and that's kind of rolled it, man, that way. Just been rolling it, man. You know what I mean? One thing to the next, one thing to the next, one thing to the next. Yeah, I'll look at it. Yeah, John, I got it. I'll reply to you after the stream here, man. I'll go through and reply back to you. I did get it though. I did get your message, man, on Patreon, and also got it through Discord. Discord's definitely easier because sometimes I don't know, Patreon doesn't give you the notifications, but obviously I see it on the Patreon thing as well. So if you're in the Patreon Discord, you can post ask questions in there as well. That's pretty much what happened, man. And that's pretty much my story, I guess, you know, of life. Grew up with very little, and I still like to live on very little. I don't spend a lot of money. I still save a lot of money. I'm very frugal of what I have. And hopefully one day, man, I can, you know, grow enough wealth that my kids don't have to do a lot of things either. Maybe they can, you know, grow wealth they can pass down to their kids, right? A generational wealth in that much, man. How did you make off your eBay business? Well, back in the day, like my first year of eBay, I didn't make a ton. I think it was, I have to go back and look because it's been a while. I want to say it was somewhere like around like $35,000 profit, which for me at the time was crazy because I was literally like 17 years old after that first year. And then the second year I did even better than that because I actually had more capital to roll in to bring in more. So I did the you know, bringing in pallets and liquidation stuff. I did that for about 3.5 years, honestly. And even after that, I did it, but it was more like other stuff, right? Bigger stuff that I did it with. But I did that for about 3.5 years on eBay, though. Just buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. You know, get pallets in, list those stuff on eBay. Not every pallet was profitable, though. So there was definitely losses in there as well. And then I eventually turned that money in, man, and then I put 5% down on a house, fixed it up, and then resold that house. And then I did this. I just kept flipping for a while. For a few years, all I done was flip, man, for the most part. So I turned liquidation into house flipping, pretty much. And that's the reason why I got that's the reason why I got, you know, into real estate a lot at that point. Yo, thanks, Psycho. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah. Doge Coinbase Pro, man. Doge Coinbase Pro, yes. And at the end of the day, guys, the reason why I'm trying to say that is if I can do it, man, from where I was at, literally, man, we were in homeless shelters, right? Now, obviously, my grandfather, you know, living on, you know, going to the farm and stuff like that definitely helped me, you know, be able to, you know, learn the appreciation of money, right? My grandfather definitely taught me the appreciation of money and to appreciate it and give back to others, right? And give to charity and things like that. So it definitely helped me out, man. But if I can come, man, from, you know, living in homeless shelters when I was younger, to, you know, taking some money, man, and flipping it into this and that and this and that. What I'm trying to say is, man, anybody can do it, right? Anybody. It's not just me. You can do that. I'm not the exception here. You guys can be part of that as well. That's what I'm trying to get at. No matter what, whether it's just you making money in the stock market or you making money in whatever market you want to be in. That's the reason why I said earlier, man, like, hey, you know, maybe try to take some of that money. You know, it's like $500 and get you a real estate license or something. Even if you were to just, you know, flip a couple of houses here and there, man, or you know, be a real estate agent and just do a couple of houses here and there a year. Still money in your pocket that you didn't have before. I don't know, there's lots of ways to make money, man. There's lots of ways to make money out there. That's what I'm trying to get at. You don't have to have a ton of money. Now, obviously, having money definitely helps out. I agree. I'll 100% agree with you there. But there's definitely areas which you can make money, whether it's stock market, wherever, man, that you can take that money and put it in other places to do your own thing. Do you have contrary experience? Well, again, I do like working on my own homes. Like this home right here, man, we're living in right now. We bought this last year. I mean, you know, this fireplace, everything right here, man, this was all like old, you know, I sanded that all down myself, painted it all myself. The walls in here, man, all brand new sheetrock and everything in these on the roofs as well. We did a lot of that ourselves, right? Did a lot of that ourselves, man. Again, I grew up with my grandfather too, so my grandfather worked on the farm and he worked at Fleetwood Homes. So he worked at Fleetwood Homes for almost 45 years. It's crazy to think about, man. So, I mean, he just still like the work ethic in me, right? Some of you guys might know what Fleetwood Homes is. It's a mobile home, you know, place. But I learned a lot from him, man. You know, carpentry, you know, laying carpet, all kinds of stuff, dude. I learned, man. I learned a lot from that man. So. Been the greatest economic stimulus. Yo, it really will, Dylan. There's a lot of people gonna make a lot of money on AMC, man. A lot of people are gonna make a lot of money on AMC. 100%. I agree with you there. Tenfold, baby. Tenfold. If you had to guess, what price target do you think AMC would need to hit for the shorts? Honestly, for me, man, I think once we hit like $50 or so, I think that's when somewhere. I mean, it could be before then too. But I think $50 could definitely be a nice price target. That they start definitely buying back in. It could definitely happen way before then, though. They could start having at any point, man. We could see this go down to, like, let's say we go down to $20 and you go right back up to 30. They can start buying in then or something, right? It honestly depends on. I honestly think when the first domino falls is when you're going to start seeing them all try to climb out of the same hole at once. It's kind of what happened back on GME. If you guys remember GME, you had a medium-sized hedge fund buy back in, and then all of a sudden everybody started getting back in. And then we've seen GME's price go parabolic really, really quick. Really, really quick. They do look a lot similar for sure, Arthur. You're 100% sure. You're 100% there, bro. Yeah, Invis, man. Invis is a stock that's been very, very swing trading over the past, I don't know, probably the past like 4 or 5 months. Been very, very swing trading. That's the reason why I said if Invis goes below like 13 bucks, you can load the bank and make money on that all day long. It's been doing that for a long while. We go to the 1 hour chart. Like, we had this down here from 20, right? And before then we had this at 31, went back down again. Went down to 12. That's the reason I said over 13. You can see you can lower, but this right here, obviously, we had this high right here around like 20, then drop back down to around 11. So you can see, man, like it's been very swingy trade type of stock, and that's the reason why I say if you can buy below like a certain limit, you could definitely make some good money. And maybe we'll see, you know, Invis go back up to 30 bucks. That'd be nice for people that are holding on to Invis like me. I do have some Invis shares myself. I do. I've been in and out of Invis, man, like since, you know, what, last year now. Yo, Demo, dude. Exactly. Exactly, man. I bought and have AMC shares in a stop app. Is that a good I have no idea about that platform, honestly, Busy. I'll be 100%. I've never used Stash app. I've never used it before. Like I said, most of the apps I've used here lately, obviously over the past year, has been Inland Finance and Webull for the most part. But I've used other ones, right? I've used Thinkorswim. I've used Robinhood. But I haven't used Robinhood, honestly, in over a year because that March 2020, you know, crash of the market. Robinhood went down for 2 days straight. That was very frustrating. So I got out in the end on Robinhood. I had other issues before that. But that was just the straw that broke the camel's back, so to say. For the most part, again, I'm usually using Webull. And over the past year now, I've been using Inland Finance even longer. And Public's actually okay. I actually finally got our Public thing. And Public's a little bit different though, because Public you can't buy after in pre-market as much. It's more of a social, you know, investing platform. It's great. I like it. I mean, here's a link if you guys want to sign up. Put $1 in. You can at least get a free stock. If you sign up, put at least $1 in, get a free stock worth up to 50 bucks. I think 70 bucks right now. Actually, it's either 50 or 70. I can't remember. I think that's continued going through this week. But I do like Public. I've been using it on and off as well. They're more, you can use them for pre-IPO stuff. I've been using them for that. I've also been using them more for, you know, just if you're buying like little pieces and parts of a share. Usually I don't do as much, but if you want to, Public's good for that. All right, chat, I'm out of here though, guys. It's almost 4:30. I gotta work on a video. I gotta go help my mom put an air conditioner. Wait a second. I'll be right back. Hello, Nicole. All right, chat. Yeah, Navy woke up too. Navy woke up, chat. All right. I'll see you guys later, though, man. I gotta work on a video, and Navy just woke up. Look at this hair. Navy, what's up with your hair, Nene? Oh my goodness. Yourself? She's not. God, I love her. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. I have a video out in a little bit as well. Make sure you guys hit the sub button, hit the little bell notification, hit the like button. Say bye, Nene. She ain't saying nothing, chat. She ain't saying nothing. Yeah, Navy woke up anyway. I got to work on a video. I also got to help my mom put the air conditioner in. So, you know, dad life and every other thing in life. I got to do it. I appreciate you guys. Again, I'll have a video on a little bit as well on AMC talking about the Fudrick stuff. All that stuff's going to be on that video. So be on the lookout for that as well. And if you guys are wondering what stocks I'm using right now, I am using Webull, which is right here. If you guys want to sign up, use Webull. It's an awesome platform. Yeah, she just woke up. She looks like she's like halfway drunk. She's like, I love you. All right, guys. See you guys later. Can you say bye, Nene? No, bye-bye? Okay, I got you. It's okay, Nene. All right. Peace out, brothers. Stay safe. Remember, guys, hold on, baby. Hold on.